Well, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Sim live stream stage. It's the 30th of December 2024. It's 3 minutes past 4 in the evening. We're back in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're in the gigantuum Airbus A380 by, FlyByWire. Second ever time in this aircraft. We're live weather here in Houston, Texas. It's pretty foggy. LVPs are in force. We're going to be flying around 2 hours, or just under 2 hours flight time, eastbound over to Florida, Miami, 2 US airports which can accommodate this aircraft. I purchased the FSDT, or the Flight Sim Dream Team, the same company that makes GSX's scenery for this airport. It's very nice indeed. And then I have the Latin VFR scenery as well. I wanted to fly in Asia. My initial plan was to go from Bangkok to Singapore, but there's issues with the scenery I'm using and the fact that it didn't have the correct database in the FMC, and I couldn't get any of the SID stars runways to appear, so I went, I had to go elsewhere. And I fancy flying outside of Europe. So yeah, here we are, the United States, as I said, live weather. Houston to Miami, the NASA special. I didn't even think of that list of it. Absolutely, between the two best blown places for NASA, of course. Let's zoom on in towards the aircraft, because of course this is Alpaca Airways' first ever A380. Huge thanks to Jamlin, one of the members, who I think has spent many days creating this, and it suits the A380 so well. Very nice indeed. Look at that. We're going to take a full load of passengers using New Sky 2. Very nice, this double-decker aircraft. Don't forget, this aircraft is completely free to download, and alas, I have used the latest public version for the test flight, and I was planning to use that today, and I am using it. And a lot of people have said in chat and DM'd me and messaged me in the members Discord, don't use the stable version, use the buggy developer version. I was like, what? Right, so unfortunately I'm using the stable version, despite the fact there are some known issues which I did see yesterday. So things like early rotation, I think the climb rate's a bit too fast, the engines are a bit too powerful, but it's working quite well. You might notice, looking through the windows, I've started boarding already, because on my test sector it took so long. Look, 300 of the 484 passengers, the full load, are already on board. So all I've done is power up the aircraft by turning on the battery and ground power, and that's it. Started boarding with GSX, otherwise we would have been here all day. It looks like I actually forgot to open the cargo doors. So we've got 484 passengers, 10 tons of cargo. It's super heavy for this very short sector indeed. Who have we got here in chat today? We have P-Test, hope you're doing well. Charles says the dev version isn't buggy. Yes, that's the problem. I'm using the dev version. I was told, or your website states, I think, Chazos, that there might be more bugs. I'm using the latest stable version, which strangely has more issues, I've been told. But I just didn't have time to switch over, test this other version. I was like, yeah, I don't do that, because generally when I stream versions I've not tested, it doesn't work properly. But there we are. Skittish, hope you're doing well. Good morning from Houston. Cool coincidence, I'm here for holiday and you're doing a flight out of here. Very cool. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Salmon, hope you're doing well. Good afternoon. Llama International must be jealous of the Big Bird. Yes, they've got none of these. Only Alpaca Airways has them. Hope you're doing well. Simbear, hope you're doing well too. Captain Meow, Jay Whiteside here saying quack, brilliant. Jamie, evening Captain, picked up the Q4XP and the Black Friday sale, just getting round to learning it now. Quickly becoming my favourite. That's a great add-on, and one I feel like I need to fly again. It's been a long time since we've jumped into the Dash 8, so yeah, we'll look at that at some point in the new year. And this, guys, will be the last stream of 2024, because tomorrow I'm busy on my last day off. And that's it, yeah, so it's New Year's Eve, and I'm on early standby New Year's Day. My standby starts at 4 AM, and knowing my luck, lo and behold, I'll get a phone call at 4 to operate a duty because someone's called in sick. But we'll have to see, but yeah. This will be the last one. It's a lovely way to finish this. This is going to probably be the best released freeware aircraft of the year. So nice to finish on the A380. The livery is excellent. It is beautiful. All thanks to Jamlin. Right, bit disorganised because I've been out shooting today. I only got home about 45 minutes to an hour ago. Walked the dog with my fiance, and my desk's a mess. I've got it all set up ready. I did a test sector, but bear with me. I don't fly this aircraft. I don't really have any checklists to follow apart from the one online by the FlyByLive team, which is a great resource online for you. There we are. So the aircraft is completely cold and dark. Well, no, I lie. It's not cold and dark. I turned the batteries on and the ground power, started GSX for the boarding, and that is all I have done. I've done absolutely nothing else. I'll just turn up the volume on GSX2 so you can hear it doing its various things. And I need to open the cargo doors. So I'm not using SimBrief to load up the aircraft or the passenger or the cargo, because I did that last stream and I had all sorts of glitchy, buggy issues. So I'm going to manually load the passengers instantly using the tablet. Maybe there's been some improvements there. But let me go here to, how do I open the doors? Here we are. Here we are. Services, cargo door. So I'll open that, which I think opens up the cargo doors externally, if you can see through the thick fog, or not. Although there they are, that you can see them slowly opening, so we can get the 10 tons of freight. What would be a typical export from the Houston area? I don't know. Space parts? I have no idea, but there we are. At least we can then start boarding the cargo. But the passenger boarding is nearly complete. Jamlin, is this 2020? This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Is this compatible with 2024? I don't know. I'm live on VATSIM anyway, and I'm waiting for model matching to work officially in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. But no, this is 2020 I'm using this for. Right, what do I have to do next here? So I've got this cockpit preparation by FlyByWire online. So engine master switches, verify they're all off. Parking brake is set, weather radar's off, engine mode selectors are normal, thrust levers are idle, gear levers down, wipers are off, battery and external power's connected. Cockpit lighting, I've turned up the lighting in the cockpit here already. Radio navigation, so the radios are on here. First time on VATSIM and here, so this will be interesting. There's no ATC events. Maybe I'll take this on an ATC event one day. Wish me luck. It says do the APU fire and engine fire tests next. So they're up here. Test. Oops. Sounds Airbusy. And I'm sure I've passed all my tests. IRS or ADIRS to nav. And anything that's off, turn it on. That's the Airbus way. Why don't they just have one switch for all the fuel pumps? There we are, on. We'll wait a little longer for the APU to be started. Nav lights are on. Actually, what's the temperature here? I don't know. We'll put on some NSS data, TO avionics. Yep, that's on. And what's right up there that's off? The ground HF data link. It's forced off, no problem. Stop altitude on this SID. We're flying a MUGS 4. It's initially 4,000 feet, so I'll set 4,000 feet now. I'll press the magic B button to set the inches of mercury. The VATSIM situation here is... Oh, we do have Houston ground online. 121.9 and an ATIS of 124.6. It doesn't seem to be compatible, though, with the radio tuning panel. That's dead, so I'll have to tune this manually. 124.6. Where's the transfer button?
Approaching minimums.
Uh-oh.
M1.
Oh, there we go.
Taxiway right
ATIS.
north of Taxiway Hotel closed.
I forgot to show you.
Portion of
No
East
yoke
Track
cam today, but
closed.
we've got
Taxiway
Jack
Yankee
cam.
and Taxiway
Jack?
Echo closed.
Jack? Say
Taxiway
hello to the nice
November
people.
Holding Bay closed.
Yes, hello.
Brief and call runway hold short
Good
instruction.
boy. Right, I'll copy the
Runway
ATIS.
4 precision approach path indicator out of service. Runway 22
Perfect.
precision approach path indicator out of service.
Oh, Pappy's out.
All aircraft taxi with transponder on.
Perfect.
Advise on initial contact. You'll have information Quebec.
Oh no, this is a different airport. Kilo...
Hobby Airport ATIS
Oh!
information
Wrong
Quebec
airport,
1553
guys. This is Kilo
Red
Hotel
180
Oscar uniform.
at 5.
Whoops.
Visibility 9er. View
This isn't
clouds
here.
at 200. Temperature 1.
What airport's that, guys? I've accidentally
2.1.
started writing the 80s for differently. It's Kilo Hotel Oscar uniform. I don't even know where that is. Let's have a look here. So I looked at the runways and they're all different. Houston William P. Hoppy. Here it is. There's ATC there. Oh, is that some sort of you know, short haul option? Right. Well, we've got no ATC, unfortunately. That's Houston Hobby. Oh, my apologies. I didn't even. Well, American cities have about 256 international airports in every single one of them. So there we are. The meta I did see put up here, I think by. No, but sorry, Stephen. I completely missed your membership thing. Welcome back as a member, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Love your picture as well. You got a nice red woolly hat on. Welcome. Winds from the east end, a quarter a statute mile, fog, vertical visibility 200 feet, 1616. 2988. So yes, that's fine for Cat 1, isn't it? Quarter of a statute mile. Great, low vis then. Right, what do I do next? That's all done. MCP is set. Is it load the FMC? I think so. APU test, cockpit preparation flows complete. Lights are on. Overhead panel is set. Talks about starting the APU. Thrust levers we've checked. Weather radar. Pilot briefing. Now to prepare the FMS. Perfect. You know what? I will start the APU. Regarding our routing and flight plan, let me show you. We're departing off runway 15 left. We'll check the A380 routing on the taxiway, but there we are, over the Gulf of Mexico, 2 hours. And we'll land straight in easterly today with the winds. And on the flight plan, I think I put a little bit of extra fuel on, or did I not? No, I think we've got... No, we're going to take standard block fuel. Well, the weather's good in Miami. I put an extra 30 minutes for taxi, so a little bit longer for taxi. Anyway, I better start loading the fuel and passengers, hadn't I? So if you go here, it should fully sync with SimBrief already. There it all is. Perfect. So that's the current flight plan. Fuel. Instant. 36.4 tons, which checks with the OFP. 36,336. Payload. Instant load. Boom. Top deck, upper deck, fully loaded. No passenger and no spare seats. And the zero fuel weight is 360.4. So it's actually quite close to the max zero fuel weight here. Look at this. We're only 13 tons less than the maximum, so we are super heavy today. So I've got the fuel and passengers on board. Let's now do this thing. So it's init, and company flight plan request. Get that from the interweb. How's the FPS going? Quite heavy. Right now, FlyLive is showing 35, 40 FPS. Not too bad. So I mean, it's smooth enough. Smooth enough. It is a bit of an FPS heavy airplane, as we discovered on our inaugural test sector. Received. Insert. Sounds like boarding's complete. Alpaca 380 X-ray. Houston to Miami. Alternates Orlando. Oh god, when you fly this aircraft, you really have to think carefully about your alternates because of the size of this beast. Is that all in? Trip wind? Is that average? It loaded that in yesterday. Oh, that's fine. No problem. Flight plan. Departing. Insert. Wait, is it? Oh, no. I want to insert. I want departure. Departure. Right. Runway 15 left. Oh, why do American airports have so many runways? Runway 15 left. Full length. The SID is a Mugs 4. Mugs 4. And the transition is via... I don't know where it's via, actually. Let's have a gander. Via White Lake. Is that the one you put in there? LLA, Lima Lima Alpha, yes. That one, and then temporary insert. Have I done a thing? I think I have. 600 feet, that's the initial turn for the SID. Beautiful. Pro Airbus pilot. Easy. Gawks, that's the arrival. Let's just check this then, the other side. Frogs 4 via Gawks, so we have to press Miami. Arrival. We're going to plan for ILS 8 right, which is the runway in use right now. Again, if you guys know more about A380 ops at these particular airports, there's particular ways and runways I need to use, let me know. ILS 8 right. Stars are Frogs 4. There it is, Frogs 4. And the transition is via Gawks. Temporary insert. Insert, check for any discontinuities.
Here's some traffic.
There we are.
Commencing taxi.
There's a little discontinuity here. We'll just check that in a second. Just turn down that so we're not using it at the moment. So where's leg join up with? Well, acre to leg. Leg at 4,000 feet. And then Copra, I think, if we go to plan, we can see how they all join up. I think, yeah, I'll just join leg to Copra. That might be a disc. There it is, end of flight plan. So how do I... Oh no, that's the mist. Click, 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 click. There it is. Discontinue. So if I click that and press delete. Oh, easy. Easy! Perfect. There we are. That's done. I've got someone dinging me on VATSIM. I'll have a read of that in a second. There's no ATC. Probably someone messaging me. APU's on, so I put APU bleed. And I can disconnect the ground power. Close my doors. Where's the doors? Door closure. Services. Cargo door. Door. And I think, does it have the cargo doors closed? No, no, it's doing it now. Oh yeah. I'm A380ing. What else do I do to you? Performance and weights, don't I? So, FMS1. I want to go on fuel and loading. Crikey, right. Well, I could just... Is there a way of copying this from the tablet? Or do I have to just type it in manually? Don't worry, I'll do it manually. So that's the flight plan. I need to see the actual weights, which should match. So, payload. 0 fuel weight, 360. It's crazy. 360.4. 360.4. It's amazing that this is for free. It's really good. Block fuel is 36.4, and you can see we've got that on board. 36.4. I'll get rid of Navigraph. Sorry guys. I don't have enough monitors. 36.4. Taxi. I will now need to bring the flight plan up. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, I've orientated that correctly. Taxi fuel I've upped massively. So taxi fuel is now 1497. So we'll call that 1.5. 1.5. Passenger number cost next year. That's fine. Alternate. What do we need to divert? Is that FinRes or? Oh no, that's alternate to divert. We need 8 tons exactly. That was showing 6.5, so we'll change that to 8. FinRes is 5 tons. Oh, it's gone down 25 minutes. Right, I think 1.5 tons taxi fuel is wild, I know. Oh, my 0 fuel weight CG, that is this, isn't it? Is that 34%? Oh, is it in my tablet? Ah, no, it's there, 32.8. 32.8. Right, everything's filled in there. Performance. Perf. Right, this is where I can use the performance calculator from Navigraph, which I was directed to last stream. So here we are. Runway 15 left, full length. We've got all the weights. We haven't taken extra fuel from the flight plan. Frost setting, toga flex, optimum. Weather's in wet. Okay, fine. Calculate. Right, now this is showing us flap 1 flex 66. Right, speeds, V speeds are 137, 149, 153. 137, 149, 153. Flap 1 we know about. We said flex temperature 66. 66. What's my for? Isn't it this figure? 34%. And I need to... Do I set that manually? Yeah, I think I set that manually after start. 34, I remember. There we are. Look, I've filled in everything. I'll get rid of the Chrome. Sorry, guys. Performance is in. Hopefully, I won't go over the end of the runway. And these are all filled in. Look, they're all blank. I think I've done everything you ever would need to do in the A380 pre-flight. Sign the paperwork. I think everyone's on board. God, we're going to taxi in this awful conditions. I'm glad I purchased this stuff. Right, well, a little briefing then. I'll get Navigraph up, and we want the charts for the A380 taxi, which they have. So it's under taxi. I think right at the bottom. There we are. A380 approved taxiway routing. So I've pinned that. So we're going to push back here. We can use the green and yellow, I think. So green. We'll push back face west. We'll take the second left. And then yellow you can take. I think it says for yellow. Sure, it's basically clear, but otherwise you can't do it. So yeah, second left. And then we'll go November Alpha, runway 15. Oh no, we need to be careful here. We can either cross and go that way, or this green bit here, then onto that one for runway 15 left. We'll just take our time, make sure we are all legal mugs for, I'll leave it in nav, and it will should come out of turn at 600 feet. As a reminder, this is the latest stable version, which has issues. Engine's too powerful, it rotates on its own a little bit after departure, which I did suffer from on my test sector, but don't forget it's free, and it will be actively updated and improved on in the coming months and years, no doubt. Ludwig says, can we have grilled cheese sandwiches for lunch? Wonderful. Non-cat taxi and LVPs in a plane the size of a football stadium. Oh boy, yeah, I know. Every scenery pack looks great in low vis. I know. This scenery from FSDT was okay, but it's outdated. It looks like the devs haven't bothered to update it recently, because if you look here, the stand numbers on the charts, which are up to date and current, if I get rid of my chart here, this is a A380 stand. I looked online, Delta 16, but if you look outside, the stand number here says Delta 9. It doesn't match none of the stand numbers match anymore, so they need to update it there. Right, there we are. Alpaca Canada C hunk is about 80%. Yes, look at my reg. G irons. Right, I think we're ready to go. We've covered everything. Right, request pushback and departure. Larry, hello, 26 months as a member. Well, if I can't have a PPL check ride today, flight deck to sim is the next best thing. Oh no, what happened to your check ride? Cancelled for the weather. Good luck when you do take it, Larry. Thank you very much for your continued support as a member. Very much appreciated. There's the Texan lady with the pin. Plug it in. She's a long way down.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Oh, she sounds like she is from the US of A. So, when do I set my trim? Is that after engine start? Ludwig subbed, thank you, welcome. And 90 Trez. Chaos, thrust and pitch up are fixed on the latest dev version, which I recommend everyone. Yeah, so Chaos, I think you said at the start of the stream, guys, Chaos is part of the development team. He warned me against using this version. So, I do apologise, I didn't have time to switch over before the start of the stream. This is the latest stable version. You want to be using the latest dev version, which has a lot of fixes in it already. I think there's a little disclaimer with the dev version that it could have more bugs, but the latest stable one has issues which are or have been rectified. So yes. Remember, if you're new to the channel, Boeing pilot, not Airbus.
Locking gear.
This is all a magic box of tricks, this thing. Right, I best do my checks. Where's my flight? Preparing the FMS. Right, I've done that. FMS. Have I forgotten anything? Everyone's very suspiciously quiet. Whenever I fly the Airbus, there's usually a lot more things going on in chat saying, you forgot this, you forgot that. Right, but, oh, yeah, for example, seatbelts. Where are you guys? Arm the lights. AP bleeds on. Right, I need to face west. Nose right, face west. Yes.
Release parking brakes, please.
Right, hold on. So beacon on, windows and doors closed, slides are armed. How do I check the slides are armed? Or how do I get... Oh, are they armed?
Release parking brakes, please.
Patience, madam. Thrust levers idle, parking brake is set. I don't know if they're armed. Charles says you can also try using the electronic checklist.
Release parking brakes,
God, don't start introducing more things. How do I use that? Did I use that last stream? Oh no, here we go. Oh gosh, how do I...
Release parking brakes, please.
Are there any click spots? Oh, before start checklist, tick. Parking brake, speeds and thrust, checklist complete. Yeah!
Release parking brakes, please.
Right. Oh, Lauren, yes, your runway selection in Miami isn't authorised for 380, but we can deal with that in... Crazy, I don't know what that means. Lauren, let me know which runway I can land on and I'll switch it later. Right, I'm unicoming. Oh, is Air Canada there? Right. Oh, well, it's not around. Oh. Yes, alright.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Start at will. Here we go. Excuse me, 3 minutes ahead of schedule, I'll have you know. Or 2 minutes ahead of schedule. The bigger the plane, the quicker the setup. If I was in the 747-200, we'd still be loading the INS. Runway 09 for arrival in Miami. I'll make a note of that, so we'll switch to runway 09. And I presume that the runway we're departing from here in Houston is suitable for the 380, seeing that the taxiway chart led us there. Tony K, I think she wants you to release the parking brake. I think you're right. Right, engine start selector to ignition start. And then it's engines 1 and 2 at once, isn't it? You just do this. That's all you have to do. Oh, it's gone quiet in here. Yeah, I can hear engine start sounds. And there it goes. N1, N2. Oh, I've got wing walkers. I didn't even notice that yesterday. Well, they're not very good wing walkers. They're going to wing walkers directly behind the jet blast. You would not want to be standing there. But he seems happy. Look at the size of this. Where's the other one? Oh, so we've got one directly behind. Oh, FPS. We've got one directly in front of an engine and one directly behind. Ramp health and safety. Look at the size of this behemoth. It's great. Right, is that a good start yet? Well, I can hear. I think I've got a. Is that, yeah, that's the one we need. Look at that. It's very quiet back here. It's in the ingestion zone to boot. I know. Wingwalker salad. Right, I think we're cut out, aren't we? Yeah. I'm just waiting for the M1 to sort of stabilise. Yeah, I think we're good. Starting engine 3 and 4. Oh, she's doing the moonwalk. Brilliant.
Please set parking brakes.
Oh, I'm going to kill all the ground stuff. Right, parking brake is set.
Unlocking gear.
Oh, look at the engine wobble. Do you see that? They have a lot of engine wobble here. What a chonk. Keep just behave. Shuey, baby is drying his hair. Baby. Hope you're doing well, Shuey. Nice to see you here, buddy. And Ben Matthews, good to see you here too. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Douglas Tug, that can push back anything. Oh, the wing walkers are continuing to walk in front of and behind of the engines.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass
Sam,
removed.
going to kill the ground stuff. Tickled down the flight sim line.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Awesome. Skybound, I think in the latest dev version, the climb performance has been fixed for me. This is like that single-seat turboprop aircraft available in Microsoft Flight Simulator that crashed in real life. It's incredibly powerful, but I know they're fixing that. But we'll accept it today. Perfect. Pin scene. Before taxi flow, right. Where's my checklist? So engine start selected to normal. APU bleed off. APU also off. Ground spoilers arm. Rudder trim. Flaps for takeoff. Yes, the flap sounds on this are excellent. I've flown on A380 a couple of times. And they're very realistic, these flap sounds. Oh yes, who remembers our last A380 flight where I temporarily turned it into a glider? Whoops. There's some beefy torque bars and hydraulic pressure to move all that. Right, flaps are done, pitch trim set. Ah yes, now I need to set this to 34.0. Why can't this do this automatically? It's an Airbus. Oh, what have I done? I thought all Airbuses did this automatically after engine start. I'll set it now. I'm sat here burning a significant amount of fuel. Oh, look, it stopped bang on. It's amazing that all that's done by that one switch to move the entire stabilizer. That's crazy. Ground equipment checked. After start checklist complete. Taxi clearance obtain. Right, so taxi, and that'll do. We don't have any turn off lights, do we? Oh, runway turn off and camera. Perfect. Right, let's taxi. Excuse me, everyone. We're going to go out here from the north ramp. Second left. Just make sure that we can do this. Try to do it as realistically as possible. Yes, we can take it either. Houston traffic, Alpaca 380 X-ray taxiing from the north apron to runway 15 left via November. I think it's November. Right. Oh yeah, squawk code. Yeah, and I learned how to do this last stream. You press the serve button, auto, and I was assigned a squawk automatically. Franz, thank you for your message on VATSIM. I just read that now, watching you since pandemic, and you also taught me to fly the 737. Happy to catch your flight for this time. Thank you very much for your kind message. Squawk 2354. Look at me, I'm doing a thing. Enter. Auto, and we'll put it to TARA now already. Is the weather radar modelled? Or oh, I don't know. Right. Great. I've done a thing. Releasing the parking brake. And I'll add a little bit of thrust to get moving. Am I moving? Bit more thrust. Oh, we're off. I'm off. Beautiful. Here we go. Oh, did I get the squawk wrong? Did I get the squawk wrong?
50, 40, 30.
I can't even see what it was. 2534. Konopki, thank you very much for the €6, buddy. Most kind.
I'm enjoying the whirlpool in the upper deck.
This is Canada 115 Christopher for
Oh,
clearance on
crikey.
the
Appreciated, smiley face, heart.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Konopki. I thought someone was shouting down the radio very loudly there. €6. Join the whirlpool in the upper deck, Captain. Could you please send a flight attendant to serve some cold champagne? Appreciate it. Unbelievable. You can get up here and serve yourself at the galley, Konopki. Your motorbike is in one precious piece here. Thanks for your continued support. Wingtip clearance sufficient. And we'll take the second left we said. Oh, there's some construction work going on here. Oh, crikey. It's really delayed this turn. Right, let's fall right on the tiller. What are we burning per hour? Just sat here. Fuel flow I can't see. I think I'd have to bring up another page. Come on round, plane. There we are. Flight level 390 at max 0 fuel weight. Yeah, but walking 9093. You think how much fuel this thing can carry? What have I got? 30 tons on here, but cool. What's the range of this? It can go for 15, 16 hours, can't it? With full load. Max speed for full tiller lock is 5 knots. Interesting. Chaos owns Airbus acronyms. Don't come to me instinctively. What on earth is owns? I've heard of BTV, and you guys can remind me how to set that up. I like how the lights are on in LVPs. That's quite cool. That doesn't usually happen in Microsoft Flight Simulator, does it? Or is it intelligent enough to turn the lights on LVPs? I don't think even X-Plane does that. It's so quiet up here. I've got my Microsoft Flight Sim volume up to maximum. Well, I'll take the first left, because we're just going to go in a straight line now, straight to runway 15 left. It's very quiet in the cabin. You wouldn't think I have so many passengers. I've got the cabin off at the moment. Gives me better FPS. Owns is the onboard airport navigation system. Zoom in, scroll left. Uh-oh. Just to... Ah, yeah, I do remember this. Please wait. I'll try and stay on the taxi line. Is it because it's a... Oh, yeah, this is very, very, very cool. I can't believe this is a free add-on. So useful. I want this in the NG and the Max. Why don't we have this? Very cool. It is a bit of an I mean, it's better performance than I was getting in Heathrow, the Indy build scenery last stream, and I'm on VATSIM now. I'm probably getting about 25-30 FPS on my build. What a chonk. Right, so we're in LVPs, we'll continue going westbound. We'll cross November, Echo, and then full length Whiskey Whiskey. This part is not free, requires a Navigraph chart subscription. That I didn't know, Lauren. Okay. So you need a Navigraph. Sam. Hey, actually, to be fair, we have moving maps now on our Jefferson Charts app, so it's just as good. Well, evening, Greg. Good to see you, buddy. 250 tons of fuel for the 380. Whoa, that's crazy. That's when it can't get up to 39,000 feet. So we can today. Yes, we've got a full load of passengers and cargo, but we've only got 30 tons of fuel. Sorry. Oh, is there? Oh, what a CTAF, guys? Oh, you have to remind me what to do. What frequency, CTAF? I'm upsetting the Americans. Oh no, I don't go fancy in America. So I've currently got 122.8, but what frequency am I meant to be on, and who am I meant to be speaking to? .CTAF. Do I type that in? What, am I typing that in vPilot? T, what stick you use? The Airbus side stick. Check out where Yokam is today. He's fast asleep. He's gone to the wind. Oh, I typed that in vPilot. Right. There's a lot of people saying this. I feel like I should know. What am I typing? .CTAF KIAH. That's a good job. This is a straight line. The CTAF frequency is 12535. Right. And what do I do on this frequency? I just do the same thing as I would do on Unicom. Oh. Yes, okay, I know it's wrong. Just want to make sure I'm... Yeah. 12535. 12535. Ah! Alright, I've done it. Right, here comes November Romeo, November Bravo. So now we want to take, not this left, the second left, guys. 13515? Ah, why is there so many different frequencies if there's no ATC? I don't understand it. And how do you know what the different frequencies are? Yeah, same kind of calls. This is normal procedure in real life when tower is closed at night. Look at my situation awareness increasing though because of these fantastic moving maps. These are really, really good. There's a FedEx over there. Right, I should be doing some sort of before takeoff checklist. I know I need to do that and push the test button before takeoff checklist is complete. Right, left here. Nice leisurely pace. The LVPs. I think the vis has improved slightly since we started the stream. Don't cut too early. There's the whole point here, I think. This is green for the A380. The sim looks really nice in LVPs. Oh, CTAF is on the charts. Perfect. Now FedEx is watching out for the, you know, see my presence is staying back at his tiddly 7.6. And there's the whole point. Just here. Well, best use the Cat 2, Cat 3 whole point. If there is one. Squawk 2534, roger. Trying. Let me just get on the parallel taxiway. Oh, I'm trying to hold on. I can't do two things at once. Is he waiting for me? Well, he can. Oh no, my runway wingtip clearance makes it quite difficult for him to now line up. Yeah, we do need a good 7.6. The fly factor one needs updating, but we need a good one for this sim, and 7.5. Alright, where's that serve button? 2534. Let's upset a lot of people. There you go. There's our departure runway. Great. This is superb. Right, let's have a short delay at the whole point. How do I check if anyone's on final? Right, let me just do my line-up actions now before I forget. So we've checked all that. Flight controls. Let me wiggle those. Full left, full right. See how the hydraulics work. Look, green, yellow. Full forward, full back rudder, and left. Okay, great. Takeoff briefing's complete. Flight directors are on. What does this button do? Taxi.
Houston.
I'm not sure.
George Bush, 17 miles.
Turn that done.
26 left.
26 left. That's not going to affect our departures. Right, I'll zoom out of that because I don't need it anymore. What else? Flaps. Takeoff config done. Checked. Complete. So lights on. Strobes on. Is weather radar modelled? I don't think it is, because none of it's clickable or rotatable. So I'll presume the weather radar's on. It is Microsoft Flight Simulator anyway. Takeoff. What else do I need to do? Line up. Cam crew packs as required. Just take off, don't I? Traf. What's traf? It says traf on. Is that traffic? I've selected that on. I think that's TCAS traffic and terrain. Oh, weather. There we are. I think I've done lots of things. Constraints on EFIS. Great. There we are. We're lining up. Let's make sure that 7.6 is still there. There we are. Houston traffic Alpaca 380 taking off runway 15 left. Checklist is your friend. I don't need no checklist. Airbus does it for you. I've got this fantastic thing in the background that you have procured in your team online. I'm following. Who needs a checklist? Right, it's all ECAM blue, climb blue. Right, LVPs, well in excess of, it's probably about nearly 1,000 meters there. Janet, don't forget the heavy course. I know, I always forget that. Right. Oh yeah, it's super. Yeah, it's not heavy, it's super. Yeah, super. Alpaca 380 X-ray super. Oh, I feel like I'm running out of energy. No, I'm just about keeping it together. Right, we're lined up almost. Let me just tidy that up. There we are. Ooh. Rudder's really delayed. Right, Toga's in chat. Is this meant to be on? Oh dear. Right, timing. Let's go to Miami in the 380. Oh, crikey. Right, just make sure I'm happy with my seat position. Is it about 50% initially? Oh, stabilised. And is it flex? I'm off. Flex. Man 66, SRS green, climb blue, nav blue. Let's go. 80 knots. Oh, fucking we're off. Yes, I think there's a little bit too much thrust coming from these engines. And flex. V1. And it's going up on its own. Rotate. It's a known issue. It's positive climb. Gears up. Oh my god, it's commanding a left turn straight away. Well, let's just wait till 600 feet as per the SID.
This is Alcana left 5 radio check.
Perfect. Alright, 600 feet left turn. There we are. We're off. Beautiful. It is ugly, isn't it? A work of art, a work of engineering marvel, but it ain't a pretty plane. Right, climb, leave a climb. Pitch down, pitch down, pitch down. Leave a climb. Oh, that's going to make you feel sick. Look. Right, I've put it in climb. So accelerating, we're above the cloud. Very realistic, the sim, with regards to low vis and when you get above the cloud. Looks great. I'm following my flight directors, waiting for S. Oh! Engines have gone up a chonk. Flaps up. I'll put my autopilot in. It is the Airbus way. I'm retracting my flaps. Beautiful. and I've got 4,000 feet constraint. That's fine, that's the SID. Is the auto throttle going to reduce thrust? Yes, it is. Have a look here at the SID then. So 4,000. After bottle, we can climb up to 5. We can go up to 5,000 feet, and then I can pull it out, can't I? Pull it out. Open climb. Oh, just pro. Timer is set to auto. Eddie, oh, is it? Oh, I thought you had to do it manually for this timer. Engines are slow. Oh no, is it VS? Oh, it's doing a very gradual 1,000 foot per minute climb rate. Very clever. Right, that could be done. And after takeoff checklist complete, let's level off at 5,000. We'll comply with the SID. Make sure. We'll imagine it's very busy. Once we're past bottle up, we can continue climbing all the way up to our cruise. This is America. Open climb this big mother lover all the way up to cruise. Well, true. Ooh. Looks very nice. Oh, Navigraph. It's so big. Great work on the livery, Jamlin. How good's livery, guys? Don't forget, you can join Alpaca Airways completely free and come represent on FlyByWire, fly Alpaca 390 set. Let's see how this thing climbs. And it's a pull, open climb, thrust climb. Thanks, Listerman. Let's just quickly run through the after takeoff checklist. So, V1 rotate, climbs done, initial climb, thrust levers climb, brakes 1 and 2. Oh, I need to switch, don't I? Do I go to 1228 now? Ground spoilers disarmed, AP bleed off, TCAS, TRA. Yeah. All done. FPS is right now 29.35. It's sort of fluctuating around a little bit. There you go. So there's my frame rate counter, which I use for the overlay. It's not bad. It's all right. Yeah, this climb is way excessive. So this is a known issue, isn't it? There's too much thrust coming from the engines. 250 knots on a 300 and... What was our takeoff weight? 350 tons? You wouldn't be climbing like this. But that's a known issue, and I think if I'd chosen the dev version, not the stable version, we would have a much more realistic climb rate. Because right now, 5,000 feet per minute is a bit excessive. Look at it go. No problem. Maybe an empty one. God, that looks really good. Climbing like this spaceship. There's 250 knots. There's very nice pitch changes though, nice and smooth, nice and realistic. Let's do the pre-cruise checks. Off on the lights. Pressurization is set. Well, I presume it is. Belts auto. You can use your mobile phones. Checks complete. Fuel flow 7 tons an hour. We've used 3,200. Stunning. Diff pressure is 4.2 psi, so we are pressurising. And look at the fog disappearing. That's a great Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. It looks so much better than 2024, in my opinion. Right, all this is loaded in nicely, nice and crisp. Great. Stephen Hayden, I see you, buddy. Yeah, wing is huge. I mean, the whole thing is just gargantuan. But yeah, the rate of climb is excessive. Right, we'll set standards. We're climbing to a cruise level. Our fully loaded 380. I've been told my dinner's at 7:30. Let's see what time we're landing. See if I'm going to be in trouble or not. Oh, that's okay. 6:47, loads of time. Lauren, I never thought Houston would look nice from the air. Can't say that. Can't say that, surely. The A380 though, as much stick as I give Airbus, the passenger experience on this aircraft is phenomenal. Really nice. Large cabin. Room to move around. It is a superb work of engineering. I'm glad that it will be flying for the foreseeable future. I know they've stopped making them now, but I think demand has now rocketed over the past few years since COVID, and a lot of them are flying again, which is great. Two tons, yes, 18,000 feet. I know to set standard. My operator, once we're cleared to a flight level, even if we are below the transition altitude, we set standard. Welcome. Yeah, I know that's Flag Stuart Lindell. The horizontal stabilizer is the same size as the 737 wing. It's crazy, isn't it? I think that is the wing. It doesn't look right, but it is. You're quite right. Great FPS now on the way from the airport. That's good. Well done, Jamlin. Great livery. Beautiful. Right, you'll have to remind me when we get to the cruise. Slightly longer flight than the usual stream, about 2 hours, so about sort of 20 minutes before top of descent we'll start setting up. You'll have to remind me how to set up that brake to vacate, and we need to change it, Lauren, wasn't it, to runway 9er? ILS 9er? See a bit America. Notice how I'm calling it 9er. Having a look here at the Navigraph charts. Landing east, aren't they, Miami? So runway 9 is the most southerly runway. Yeah, runway 9. Roger. Oh yes, it's the one that's to the south. I can easily change that over. There's the Gulf of Mexico.
Welcome.
Forgot to turn off Navigraph again, there we go. Thanks, Anime Hub, welcome on board. Beautiful. I've also disabled the Control-Shift-M command for shutting off all avionics and engines, which happened last stream, which is what I used to mute my mic, so that won't happen again. Yeah, for a freeware aircraft this is excellent, and yes, we know that the public version has this rate of climb is way too excessive, but yeah, I want to fly a fully loaded one of these, see how it handles. Charles, for cruise you could re-enable the cabin, it shouldn't affect performance much. Yeah, let's have a look here. So right now I'm getting 35 FPS. Turn on the cabin, which is that one. Yeah, it's just dropped to 30, so it's cost me about 5 FPS. I mean, it's smooth enough, but you imagine if you had that GSX setting on so you could have all the passengers, which I think is available on this. It'd be balmy. It's great to have that option to disable it. Pete, hope you're doing well, buddy. 49 months. Thanks for the streams for the last 12 months. Happy Silver Play Button New Year. Oh, thank you very much, Pete. Most kind, a member for a significant period of time as well. Hope you're doing well. Last time we spoke, Pete, I think you were getting your kitchen renovated. Hope it's all gone well anyway. Cheers, buddy. Thomas, you flew me and my fiancée to Rome a few years ago. Could you please say hi to Stefania? Did I, Tom? Did you come and say hello? I do vaguely remember someone coming in who watched the videos and said hello. Was that to Rome? Could have been. Don't know. Hello, Stefania. Hope you're doing well. And Thomas. When are you getting married? I'm getting married next year. Ooh. Houston Centre's up, Roger. I'll wait for my ding-dong. And this has CPDLC, I believe. Yeah, I can see them online now. I'll preset the frequency. Yeah, unfortunately my Logitech radio tuning panel isn't working or isn't compatible with this. Grey beardy now. He'll be 10 next year, guys. 10 in February. Bless him. Jack, you okay, bud? Jack, what's this? What's this? Hello, Sleepy. Oh, I disturbed you. Have I disturbed you? Yeah, good boy. Yeah, good boy. He likes that. Yes, he does. He's looking right at you guys, look. You're on your Union Jack pillow, aren't you, under the desk? You lay down then. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. He's just staring at me. What are you on about? Oh, he's just had a yawn. Bless. I woke you up, didn't I? I'll leave you to it. Ah, there we are. Yeah, the climb performance on this. Yes, 13 minutes airborne and approaching flight level 390. Crazy. Perfect. I've got some ATC. Oh, so how do I switch that over? Oh no, what have I done? There we are. I'm over.
Alpha Echo X-ray.
Number 150 Romeo. Is it 15?
Oh, I can use super, can't I? Is it super or heavy? I don't know.
15 Oscar Romeo.
Alright, November 15 Oscar Romeo, Houston Center.
Well, yeah,
Roger, your radar
cruise,
contact,
13 minutes.
7640.
Squawk 7640.
It's my inbound. Lima Alpha. Oh, what's this VOR called so I can sound like a pro? I want to check in with Houston. It's the VOR of White Lake. Beautiful jam. Look at this. Did he respond? Not sure. Houston Center, very good afternoon. It's Alpaca 380 X-ray super.
That was FedEx
My
5
push tour
Hotel
button's not
Alpha.
working, is it? Oh. bloody. How do I? There we are.
Alright, FedEx 5 Hotel Alpha. I don't have a flight plan in the system for you. Can you file an IFR flight plan?
Sorry, I forgot to file it.
Thanks, Lauren. I won't say super.
Yeah, FedEx 5 Hotel Alpha. Please go ahead and
Good job you
refile
didn't
that
hear
for
me. Houston Center, good day. It's Alpaca 38 X-ray flight level 390 inbound to White Lake.
Alpaca 38 X-ray, Houston Center, good morning. Your radar contact, flight level 390, welcome.
Thank you. Decimal 82 in the cruise, no problem.
Center load for
Got a room for a bit more.
4370.
Spirit Wings 954, Houston
But super
Center,
does sound
Roger,
super.
Squawk 207.
Okay, still on the ground at Houston and sun coming out now, working on some frame rate issues. Ah, sorry to hear that, buddy. But yeah, once we get airborne, the FPS is actually alright on route. We'll see how it is in Miami. I remember when we landed in Heathrow on our first flight offline, it was, my PC melted. My CPU was on fire. So yeah, I'd love to take this on a busy VATSIM event in Dubai or something,
Right,
but I don't think my PC would be able to handle it.
Roger, your radar contact.
It ain't an old PC, it's got a 3080. Toad in the hole, you're actually in an A380 in real life. I'm letting everyone know I'm flying a 380. That super is getting said every time. Oh really?
Walker 4847.
Are you listening in?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Heathrow, South London is always FPS heavy in any sim, yeah, I know. That's loading on London and whatnot, regardless of your simulator.
Walker 4847.
Heathrow is probably not the best option.
30 miles to the northwest of College Station, VOR maintain. Flight
So
level
if I zoom in, do I... Ah, there we are. So zoom out too far doesn't show the waypoint. So we'll do a fuel and time check at the VOR, White Lake. Yeah, this is great.
Delta 1656, wind 1506, RNAV.
So the rest of our routing take us then. So we'll make a little right turn soon over the Gulf of Mexico and then start descent just to the west of
November 15, Oscar Romeo.
this built-up area, Venice.
And November 15, Oscar Romeo. If I didn't give it to you already, just going to maintain 3000.
Cool.
7.
Oh yeah, have a look under the belly, guys.
Good morning, your radar contact. Send me as a driller, 5 arrival. Houston altimeter is
Superb.
860. You can expect runway.
They've really done a good job with the sounds as well. It's not bad at all.
Alright, that last aircraft calling was about a 1x5 unreadable.
Uh-oh. What's everyone's plans New Year's Eve then? Going out? I'm in my 30s now. No, like I said, I'm on standby. I'm on standby on New Year's Day, an early standby, so I'll be tucked up in bed whilst most of you are out celebrating. Lauren Boris behind the sounds, I presume his work is always outstanding. Yeah, on the iFly 737 MAX, really nice. Guys, if I don't get called off standby on New Year's Day, I might do something in the afternoon.
American.
Maybe episode 5 of the Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 career. Question for you. Has anyone tried multiplayer on Microsoft Flight Sim 2024? It's been a long time since I've done one of those multiplayer group flights where you can all join in. And with 2020 you had to select your server for you to be seen and you didn't always appear. Is that still the way you have to do it in 2024 as well? Or can you just go online and see other traffic quite well?
Delta 1656, your radar contact, stay altitude lead.
Altitude passing by 1,700, Delta 1656.
Delta 1656, roger, climb and maintain flight level.
Now, Flight Deck Sim, you have much nice weather in my Flight Factor 777. You had today, flight level 37 over Quebec.
Oscar Romeo, turn right,
flying from Dallas to Chicago. I mean, Quebec is not close to where we are. We're obviously much further south, over the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, Pete, I know. Pete, I'll be flying. I'll be in the flying or in the sim at about 10 o'clock in the morning. I know I will. It's a given. So I've got to go to bed about 7-8 hours before my standby starts. So I'll be in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock. Sorry, DTW is Detroit, not Dallas. I don't know. I'm not. Oh, sorry, my US friends and followers. I always struggle with US states. Can never remember which one's which.
2395, Houston Center, roger, your radar contact.
Well, yeah, of course, in the US. What was it? Jimmy Carter passed away yesterday, didn't he? 100 years old. I don't know much about the US political history. Look, in my defence, it's both got a D and a W in it. Detroit, Dallas, yes, of course. Hello, good afternoon, Alf. Golf Charlie, hope you're doing well.
West 837, Houston Center.
That waypoint yet? Yeah, let's do a fuel and time check at whatever that video was called, Lake something or other.
What airport?
White Lake. Can I bring the flight plan up here? I can.
Alright, Southwest 8.
There's integration with SimBrief and Navigraph, and this is really nice.
Roger.
Love it when devs do this, because obviously
on departure fly runway
we all use these features. Should have been here after 19 minutes. We are here within 21, so a little late. Oh, what happened to my flight formation? Fuel on board 26.5 tons.
5 and with you here. I am currently 31,000 feet.
26.5. Where's the fuel on board?
Dowry.
I've got loads of extra fuel, 29
Air
tons.
Canada 1155.
Why does it keep scrolling down?
Your radar contact on maintain flight level 390. Reset the transponder squawk 2464.
And then we've got a fuel burn 9858. Yeah, if you press 0 it goes all the way down.
Flight level 390.
Oh, we saved loads of fuel. I don't think it's quite right. So we should have had 9.8 tons of fuel. We've used 7.2. So this is saving a significantly more fuel than the actual aircraft. But again, remember this is the latest public or stable version. I think the dev version has had significant updates, but at the moment, yeah, the fuel burn in the aircraft is much less than what the flight plan's saying. Wonky tablet, yeah, I know. How do I straighten that? Rotate it. Not sure. Ooh, stats. actual gross weight, you can see it decreasing. About 20 kilos every, what's that, 6-7 seconds. Oh, 2 tons, you didn't miss anything. Don't. You didn't miss anything. I was just talking about all the great American cities.
4047, FedEx Prime, Patalan.
Thomas, good evening all. Just ended the last working day of the year. Nice to catch stream. Excellent. Put your feet up and relax, buddy.
Southwest 1057, Houston Center, Roger, runway 22, line up and wait.
Douglas, there is an add-on flights 2. Not sure what you're referring to, buddy. Alpha Golf Charlie, just wanted to say that watching your feeless streams back was very helpful. Completed my first successful flight whilst we're on the VATSIM network the other day, and it went reasonably smoothly. Very good. Well, any flight you can achieve in the Fearless 742 on your own is an achievement, regardless if you go online or not. Going online makes it much more difficult. Did you use INS or the FMC? INS is tough if you try and fly online with modern. And usually I try to fly somewhere that's quite remote with a VOR in the station, so I can at least fly conventionally. Excellent, Alpha Golf Charlie. Well done to you. NM Flyer, you need a flight into Albuquerque. I don't think I've ever been. Let's have a look on the map. I'll put it up there in chat so you guys can see. Albuquerque... I've never streamed into Albuquerque. Oh, I have! Share my screen. Albuquerque, we did a stream there from Las Vegas. It was on a members group flight, 54th members group flight, not that long ago, about 7 months ago. I think that was one of the sectors. So that was the only stream I've done from Albuquerque. Today we're going from Houston to Miami, airports we've both flown into and out of before. Yeah, US has had a lot of love, but not as much. Europe's getting a bit congested with all the streams. Crazy. That's the map of every stream I've ever done.
Southwest 1057, wind 190 at 11 on departure fly runway heading runway 22.
Awesome. Thanks for subscribing there, Inverted Aim. Hope you're doing well.
Southwest 837 radar contact, the altitude lead.
Just getting some screenshots for the upload of the livery. Oh, off the stream, Javelin. Do you want me to send you all the screenshots I did from my test sector? I'll drop those after the stream into your Discord. I've got loads, probably about 30. Hey Terry, hope you're having a nice holiday season. I'm working all this holiday. I'm just on my days off now. But yeah, working from the 1st to 5th, albeit the 1st is on standby. But yeah, I've got 2 Canaries, 2 Canary Island flights from the UK, a 4-sector day. One of them's to a windy destination, one's to a one that's currently got blizzard conditions, which I'm really looking forward to. And then cheeky little Malaga. No worries, Jamlin. Ding me on Discord. Well, I'll try to remember to do it after the stream. Charles says if you click the click spot on the right of the fire extinguisher handle, you add something nice to the glare shield. Oh god. What Easter egg is this? If you want to click where? Click on the right of the fire extinguisher. Something on your glare shield. I clicked it. Ah! A teddy bear! How cool! Ah, it's the fly-by-wire teddy bear. Why isn't it an alpaca? Very cool. That's nice. Well, we'll leave him there for the rest of the sector. That's Jim's view. Aww. Fly bear wire, said Domino Mosina. That's yeah. Cheers, 2 tons. That was another alpaca ahead of us, I think.
See you later, Alpaca 67. Thanks for the AT6. Cheers.
Thanks 2 tons, dispatch en route, check in. Smooth ride reported to Miami, expect runway 09. Towering cumulus around the airport, cells offshore moving east. Excellent, thank you very much 2 tons. And 2 tons, everyone, is a real world dispatcher in the US, so he is the man in the know.
Romeo, turn left
So we need to change this runway 9er in the FMC, don't we? So
Alright, I had left heading.
ILS 09er.
Here on 20.
Still the same star, isn't it?
15 Oscar Romeo, heading 170.
Yeah, Frogs 4.
170.
So the star covers all the easterly runways and west, actually. Fire leg. No. Gawks. I have not broken anything. Oops, gone the wrong way. So, Jam-ass frogs.
November 15.
Oh, look, it just joins up in a straight line. Beautiful. Leg to grit.
The ILS runway 14 and runway 14 clear to land. Wind 170 at 5.
Great. Straight in. Runway 9er. Beautiful.
Clears around runway 14 and clear for the ILS runway 14.
It's amazing the similarity between all the Airbus models.
Good morning, Southwest 3467 short, ready to go.
Well, when
Southwest
Anybuilds released at A350, what are we missing really? Available in both X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim. You've got every aircraft then, haven't we really? I know there's an A350, isn't there, already? Is it Flight Factor? But I don't think it's received the same level of attention as definitely their 777. But yeah. Oh, L1011, is someone making that? PMDG are making a 747-100, aren't they? I find that's a very unusual choice. I mean, fair enough, but I think there's far better aircraft that they could have made. I mean, it's cool that we've got a 100, and I'll definitely look forward to flying it. I suppose there isn't many classic jets available in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh, Anybuilds are making a TriStar. That's cool. Jan, can someone help me with FlyByWire A380? When I come in on stable approach, the airplane pitches up steeply. I'm able to correct it. I'm not below stall speed either. What's going on? Oh, sorry to hear that, Jan. May I recommend you head over to the FlyByWire Discord, which is very active, and posting your query there, maybe with a video. That would be helpful. Welcome aboard, Isara. Thank you very much for subscribing. Flying Dylan, hello. Are you flying the latest update? No, so this is the latest stable version. I've been recommended that I should be using the dev version, which has a lot of fixes. So we were having some of the issues known with the stable version, but no doubt that the dev will be updated to stable at some point. Great performance here. Don't know much about. Are we still, guys? What state are we still over? Are we still over Houston? I know you guys can't hear me very well. New Orleans. Probably best known for that awful hurricane outside of the US it suffered from.
United 2676 to maintain 3000.
Louisiana. Sorry, Houston is not a state. No, Texas. Texas. Are we still over Texas? Javelin, go away. Sorry. I asked a question, I don't even know if anyone answered that, about flying online servers on Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I'm trying to scroll up. Yes, alright. If we're flying over the UK, you wouldn't know if we're over Yorkshire or Lancashire, you Americans. Do apologise, but there it is down below.
United 36.
What are we burning per hour now?
7 arrival, Austin altimeter 2981, Austin landing south.
2244. Oh no, is that fuel used per engine? Yeah, what's our flow? Well, that is fuel flow. which happens to be the same as almost the fuel used. 4.4896 an hour. Amazing. Well, not amazing, it's a huge amount of fuel. 7.8. 8.8 tons used, and we've been airborne 32 minutes. Right, we'll change the runway over, and we'll have a little play with this brake to vacate setup soon enough. Probably should have airports on, shouldn't I? There we are. Increase my situation awareness on the ND. Two does give us a little credit. Many of us Yanks grew up with British comedies on the public broadcasting station. Absolutely. Hello, hello, and all that. You know, Dad's Army. Lauren, I actually would. I can point out Rutland on the map. Brilliant. Mesrise, how long have you been a pilot for? Well, I've been flying the 737, started my type rating in 2011, so it'll be 13 years ago. I've been at the same operator, same fleet, and about 8,000 odd hours on the NG and Max. And before that, flight training, started my PPL in 2017. No, sorry, 2007. God, I forget how old I am now. 2007, I started my PPL and started gliding in 2005. So nearly 19 years ago. Flight hours, let's have a look on my logbook. I'll show you if I can find my phone. Have I left my phone downstairs the whole time? Oh no, it's behind my... Just loading up my pilot logbook. Total flight time is... oh no, that's only last week. Total hours stats.
November 15 Alpha Romeo, welcome to Alexandria. You can make the left turn Alpha 2.
8,213, but that does include sim time. So actual flight time 6,547 hours 21 minutes. Can I show you that without revealing too much? Yes, I can. There you go. This is my electronic logbook.
Southwest 1057, radar contact lost.
So what's that? 6,500 odd hours flight time. That time in the sim, 1,666 is instructor examiner time. I don't log times as bodies on my own sim check, so the total time's that. Also, if you guys want to laugh, I'm not going to do a face reveal of my actual face. Would you like to see a picture of me when I was about 8 years old? Because I found these in the loft with my aunt's dog, long past now, Poppy. I'll do a face reveal because I found this. You want to have a laugh?
2676, turn right, heading 180, back to city.
Always, don't laugh, guys. Don't. But this is me when I was 8 years old with Poppy. There you go, that's me. Oh, I could imagine you all screenshotting that face reveal, but I don't look like that anymore. There you go. I found that in the loft. So Poppy was looks just like Jack. She's quite uncanny.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, you leave airspace to the east. Jacksonville Center is offline. Your radar services are terminated.
No, of course. Isn't that yeah. That's handy. I didn't know he was en route. Awesome. Evergreen, do you still wear glasses? Yes. Well, contact lenses most of the time. Terry, that was you from last week, wasn't it? Yes. That's me and Jack.
Delta 1656, appreciate it.
Karaoke beer deck to sim. Yeah, I've definitely filled out in the middle and around my neck.
2676, continue the right turn, heading
quite round now.
Join the runway 26 left local line.
Listman, yeah, true. Brilliant. Anyway, off we go with the Gulf of Mexico now. Look, inbound to Bluvens, then Buns. About a third of the way, guys. Cruising nicely in the 380. Great add-on this. great that it's free. And you know, I'd like to take this on a VATSIM event. I think Dubai is where you have to go really, because that's the Emirates base and the largest operator of the A380. But the Dubai build scenery, it's good, but the FPS does drop off. But imagine they're on a busy event with the 380. I don't know. I think it'd be quite good fun to fly it on a busy event. And VATSIM Dubai is usually quite active. They usually have at least one event a month.
Mexico 409, Houston Center, Roger, Squawk 2267, ident.
Squawk 2267 ident. Air Mexico 409.
United 2676, maintain 2000 till Jeff clear the ILS 26 left.
Definitely want to start there, not land.
2000 till Jeff clear ILS 26 left.
Yeah, Charles, I'm going to risk it. It's very busy. And I couldn't see you on the ground at Houston because of the fog. It was really foggy.
4847, you leave them airspace to the northwest.
Yeah, 2 tons. I think cross the pond. I don't know if I'll be working or not, but I will probably not take a 380 just because they must have some sort of bidding system for that, because everyone's going to want to take it.
And disregard that, contact me. Just the next.
Took the 777, didn't I? Yeah, with PMDG. The first ever time using Microsoft Flight Sim. Molly, do your sim hours count towards your flying hours, or are they for reference? For reference, really. They don't count for your total flight time. So if I was to apply for an airline, I can't use those as my total hours time. But I'd put them on a CV. You know, I have X amount of hours as tier I, tier E, but my flight hours is this. You got the option to log them on the logbook, so I've always done it, and on the paper one as well. Any Rotate MD-11 streams on the horizon? I don't know. I've got 2 weeks off in January, and yeah, I think it's worth a visit again. I've flown the Microsoft Flight Sim one, and it's alright, but I think the Rotate one's had loads of improvements now. I think I last flew that over a year ago. I remember it was into somewhere in Germany, and the controller got very cross with me. Can't remember.
Center Air Mexico 409, request flight level 3.
Oh yeah! Thank you. I know. Someone emailed. I got a lot of emails about that, Matthew. I've edited it out.
You accidentally did a face reveal on the last stream by reflection on your tablet.
I did, Matthew. Thank you very much for the £10 donation. You're quite right. So last stream, I had a tablet showing people the performance, and lo and behold, my ugly mug appeared. Thankfully, it was quite pixelated, but I actually cut it out. Guys, I'm really, my attitude towards this now is I'm really not that bothered. When I started the channel, I was quite concerned about my privacy, and I still am, and I don't want people going off and searching me. It doesn't take much to find out who I am and who I look like. If you really want to, I think you're wasting your time. Personally, you should have more better things to be doing than work out who I am. But if you were to look hard enough, you'd find out. Does it bother me? No. I like the aura of but people generally not knowing. But yeah, thanks to all the people that did email. I got a few emails about that, and it was really nice to know that people very much want or know that I like my privacy to be respected. So it was really nice that people went out of their way to email me and suggest it, and I just went, oh, I'll get rid of that. That's quite funny, really. So yeah, I need to avoid using my iPad in the future. I know. Tone the hole, absolutely. JR's the mystique, yes. Absolutely, Keith. And I'd say it was a little bit of my attitude to start. I wouldn't say I was fully paranoid, but I was like, well, why are people wanting to know that? And now it's, for me, it's just, look, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm allowed to do what I'm doing. I've got full permission. I get a lot of banter from my colleagues and senior management, the ones that give me the permissions to it, who are actually sort of colleagues and friends as well. But yeah, I'm not one to put a camera up and show you my emotions, just so you can hear me.
Currently 20 miles east of ground zone.
Absolutely, SB2 is nice. Fun to see the man, the mystery. Oh dear.
What's the call sign one more time?
Canadian Express 512.
That is true, Terry, yeah. Well, you'd be surprised. I've had some interesting in the past. Well, the channel's going to be 8 years old in January, and I've had some people go really out of the way to sort of, I don't know, troll I think is the right word, but it's thankfully the flight sim community is one that it's 99.9% of the people are completely normal, really enjoy the hobby, like what I'm saying and doing, and that's the real attraction for me doing it. It's really enjoyable. I can't stress, you know, when I grew up, on the weekends, flight simming was literally an obsession for me. So I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, set my alarm on the weekends when I was a teenager, so I could fire up the sim, plan all my flights. I used to do 4 sector days, flew everything. I remember in FS 2002 and the Mooney Bravo. I used to go on AvSim and download the freeware files and a dial-up connection. So, you know, a 50 megabyte download would take about 3 hours, and I had to beg my mum and stepdad to say I need the phone connection for 3 hours to download stuff. And now look what you can do. I was thinking about that download. That 50 megabytes used to take 3 hours. You can now download 50 gigabytes. I can in about 25 minutes. It's crazy.
Roger, runway 22, taxi via KIAH.
I know, it's the internet. Oh, great question, Hans Schneek. Who was your flight deck to sim when you were a kid? I mean, flight simulation in, you know, early 2000s, late 1990s. You know, you didn't really have any inspiration, but one of the main people that inspired me to become a pilot, my uncle has a very good friend who was in the Air Force, and he was a navigator of the Vulcan. He was then on the Tornado, and he was then shot down in the First or Second Gulf War. I can't remember which one it was, imprisoned. And I remember my uncle telling me all about this. And I was sort of really, went to all the air shows as a kid, loved military aviation, loved all the model kits. And then that's how I sort of started with flight simulation as well. So there was a lot of that, and I was sort of surrounded by aviation. My stepdad had a PPL, so I used to go flying as a kid, which actually I wasn't too excited about. I used to get quite scared, which is funny enough. And some of you know the story that I actually had. I wouldn't say I had a fear of flying. I wanted to be a pilot, but I was always worried about it. And my uncle had a really good friend, or has a very good friend, who owned a tiger moth on his farm, and he had a tiger moth. And he convinced me to go in the back of this thing, and I sat in the back of this tiger moth. Bear in mind how old a tiger moth is, you know, what would it be now? Nearly 100 years old. And went in this thing, and I didn't like negative G or turbulence, and he said, don't worry about it, you'll be fine, strap me in. And he threw this thing around the sky. Bear in mind it's an open cockpit with loops, barrel rolls, spins, and I loved it. I was like, I've no fear. And I lost all my fear of flight, I lost all my fear of roller coasters and scary rides. I was about 14 years old. And that really pushed me to want to become a pilot. So, yeah, I went a yellow tiger moth upside down. Was it red tiger moth? Can't remember. Amazing.
We have Juliet.
Alright, number 4 Whiskey Alpha, only 18 left, taxi via Bravo.
Ivan, is anyone experiencing a bug on the MCDU or Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 for the 321 Indy builds, and how do you resolve it? Bugs in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024? Oh, Ivan, you must be the only one.
Alpaca 380 X-ray, leave airspace to the east, Jacksonville is offline, your radar services are terminated, frequency change approved, have a nice flight.
Thank you very much, ATC, frequency change approved, Happy New Year as well, Alpaca 380 X-ray, bye.
Same to you.
Perfect. Now, is it Unicom now? Is it CTAF? I'll go to Unicom for now. Oh gosh, what have I... Uh-oh, is it... Yeah, there we are. Just about got the radio working. Cheers, Lauren, thank you. So we've got traffic ahead of us. Almost halfway. Where's top of descent? I really like the layout of the A380 CDUs, MCDU, FMS, don't know. Really sort of user-friendly, which I wouldn't have ever said that before with an Airbus. Top of descent at 1808 Zulu, so a little over half an hour. I mean, yes, even the 380 is not working on 2024. It will do at some point. FMSMCDU. Yeah, red when he started, part yellow when he finished. Unbelievable, Andy. I don't know if it actually said thanks for bringing it up though, Matthew New. Thanks for the 10 quid donation, very kind. Lauren, in this context, it just means I'm done with you. Normally this phraseology is again used for untowered fields where an approach clearance would already be issued and I'd be up to you to self-announce. Yeah, I mean, I remember from my PPL days in the UK, when you were leaving controlled airspace or a MATS area, they'd say, you know, we recommend you contact X frequency or frequency change approved. HCLZ A320 stream when? Ooh, it's been a while since we've flown the 320. Well, I'd like to do some more a career stream next. Hopefully New Year's Day if I don't get called off standby in the afternoon. And then I am flying 4 days. I've got to plan the next group flight for the members. I've not started that. I need to find a day for that as well in January. But I do have 2 weeks off end of January. Yeah, we'll get some things lined up. I'm going to be very busy next year. Lots to plan, lots to announce in due course. Some of you know I'm getting married. And, but yeah, career-wise, nice and stable. Where I want to be. And, yeah, just enjoying life. It's great. William, airbusing is pressing a button to take off and pushing another button to land. So, talking about aviation, obviously we're all aware of what happened with the Jeju Airlines flight to South Korea. I was obviously watching that. I'm sure all of you heard of the Blorenko, I can never pronounce it correctly, Blorenko channel. Fantastic YouTube channel, really great insight on all these aviation incidents. And early days yet, but I'll be really fascinated to see what happened with this crew. It's quite clear they suffered from a bird strike, went around, 180-degree turn. What was going on in that aircraft that made them land, gear up, flaps up? I don't know. One thing we train and teach in the sim is something called resilience training, and we expose crew to a situation which is usually outside the scope of non-normal checklists. So things like dual engine failures, volcanic ash clouds where neither engine's fully recoverable, you know, fuel contamination where both engines are surging, and there's no real set checklist for these conditions. You're sort of exposed to a situation where you need to use your systems knowledge, experience, aircraft technical knowledge as well to bring the aircraft to a safe outcome. We call it resilience training, and it's ungraded, so there's no pressure. And humans are incredibly good at dealing with situations, but when we have multiple issues, you can get saturated on a task. I don't know. We can only speculate, and I'm not a fan of speculating and giving opinions until the facts come out. But the chances of having failures on the 737 that lead you to not being able to lower the gear, not being able to extend the flaps to a certain degree is nil. You're always able, you know, if you lost all hydraulics, you can still extend the gear, you can still electrically extend the flaps. I don't know. They were given a situation, or were dealing with a situation where time was ultimately limited, and I don't know. I'm really curious to see what happened. Is your opinion panics? I don't know. It could be that if both engines were damaged, one was clearly surging. We don't know the situation of the other engine, but if both engines were damaged or they had a loss of thrust, then yeah, you know, turning around was the best option. But if you can't get the flaps or gear down, I'd be aiming for a body of water instead of a runway. If I couldn't extend either, but they should have been extendable. Yeah, there's a lot of discussion about the runway design and this bank of mud, wasn't it, where the localizer was situated? I know, but they hit this pound, what, 100 knots? I don't think even if it was not there, that they would have gone through something. Great, yeah, there's a lot of things there. Yeah, Sanford Juju, they have a wonderful crew. My flight with them, it was a game show, quiz show. Yeah, and an impeccable safety record. And the South Koreans are very I saw them all bow, the CEO and all the management as well, and offer their apologies. You know, I'm fascinated by the culture out there and how people react. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Has crew control ever called during a stream? No. He's been lucky. Absolutely 2 tons. Absolutely, and that's where I'll tend to draw a line today. We need data, voice recorder. It's all speculation. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Rob, one of the things we actually do in resilience training is present crew with a situation where there is insufficient time to do the checklist. We sort of fail both engines on departure in the sim, and yeah, you have no time to go check this down, do anything. You can't. You're at 4,000 feet, engines have failed, what do? And essentially you do a 180 degree turn, position the aircraft to land, but you want to at least try and get the gears down. I'd far come over the threshold at higher speed than lower speed, because if you start selecting landing flap, the aircraft drags really, stops really quickly. But yeah, as soon as you've left the gear up, you've lost the main stopping force, which is the brakes. Okay, the brakes are the primary way of slowing down a commercial jet airline after landing. But yeah, Victor, they've touched on very late. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that Lorico touched on, which is very common, is ground effect. And obviously, if you're coming in over 160, 70 knots, you know, the ground effect is huge. So the aircraft really won't want to settle down. Brandon, if the runway had EMAS, do you think it would have made a difference given the speed? Yeah, so this is the abradable concrete or something that slows an aircraft down. I don't know much about it and how much it slows it down, but just like a runoff area for a truck, it would have helped. But yeah, the rate of knots they will hit that back. I mean, I've seen the full video, not for the faint-hearted. Oh yeah, I mean, awful. Jan, yeah, the KLM overrun with hydraulics. There's been a lot of aviation incidents last week. Obviously, the Embraer being shot down. KLM had an overrun. I think there was another overrun with Norwegian a few days before. There was a Dash 8 that had a gear collapse. There's a lot going on. Just have to slow down and touch wood. Not exposed to these situations. I just want to reassure you, aviation is still incredibly safe. Tens of hundreds of thousands of flights a week, and very rarely anything ever serious happens. Yeah, that was, I think, the provincial Q400 with the gear collapse, yeah. It's an interesting discussion, but yeah, that's the one I really want to see what happened with GG. Anyway, here we are on our virtual adventure over the Gulf of Mexico. You can actually see the south coast of the US. There's a big shortcut here, actually, inbound to Baca. It feels like the 380 should be longer. It's very stubby, isn't it? The size of the wing is just... I wonder what the length of the span is. Looking beautiful in the 380 in the Alpaca Airways livery. Suits it very well. Is Syria, do TCAS alerts happen more commonly in heavy traffic-heavy airspace in real life, like in New York? Yes, I mean, I've not flown in the US, but I have experienced a TA multiple times in London airspace. You just got to keep your rates of descent, rates of climbs to a sensible limit. That's most common when you have an aircraft climbing and descending, and they're levelling off within a couple of thousand feet of each other. You can get TAs. I've only experienced one RA, and that was in Spanish airspace. We were advised to climb when we should have climbed. Not that we knew that. ATC made an error, and we had to comply with an RA. Thankfully, it was a climb command and we were climbing, so it was really a non-event, but we have to obviously file safety reports for that, and that usually gets investigated. Victor, is the cabin on? No, cabin's currently off. I can turn on just to enjoy the slight improvement in performance. Not for nothing, but haven't you flown in the US? Yes, I did my hour building workshop over in Arizona back in 2011. Eddie, another GQ Air flight reported landing gear trouble just a day after the fatal crash. 15-year-old 800 aborted climb at 5,000 feet, returned safely to Gimpo. Interesting. Oh, Nick, the wing size was made for a longer version that never was, really? That I didn't know. SD Luke, did you fly at CAE Sabina in Arizona? No, so I flew before CAA bought Oxford Aviation Academy. It was just Oxford Aviation Academy, and it was in Goodyear. Goodyear, Arizona is where they were based. A long time ago now. Mailbox? I don't think many of this is modelled yet, is it? No. Oh, cool. Look at all this stuff. Oh, 430 is the maximum cruise level of the 380. I didn't know that. I doubt it goes that high very often. It is a superb machine. Yes, CA bought it. It's now at Falcon. I was CFI. Oh, very cool, SD Luke. Donald Ocean has got the weather for Goodyear. What is it right now? 11 degrees. So it's quite nippy. E-Aviation, my cat keeps me awake all night, so wonderful. Giggy, did you have any long time AOG? From technical issues? No, I've been quite lucky. I've always had issues that have been able to be rectified or at least healed so we can dispatch under MEL. Oh, where's that, Lauren, that you've just got the weather for? Fog. Half statute mile. Oh, Minneapolis. That's Anthony's neck of the world. Dow, is there any way a bird strike could disable a landing gear? I find it really difficult to believe. Again, we can only speculate, but yeah, it was extended, wasn't it, and then retracted. But I can't see how a bird could damage it. Infinite, how is Houston? Foggy on dispatch and takeoff. Tristan, can you explain American wear metals? Half statute mile. Well, to be fair to the US, at least it's sort of sticking with what they use, whereas we use feet and metric meters. I always struggle to convert it when we fly in this part of the world, virtually. No, she doesn't. My fiance doesn't game. We downloaded on the Xbox. What was that multiplayer game? I can't remember what it was called. A few months ago. She actually quite enjoyed that. She used to play on it. Her brothers sometimes get me. 2 tons. Struggle with it. I prefer meters. Yeah, lovely meters. Tell you what, Indiana Jones, the Great Circle, amazing. No spoilers, please. But I'm playing that when I get any spare time on the Xbox. Really good story. It wasn't Among Us, no. Oh, it Takes Two. You play some jelly thing jumping over all sorts of interactive maps. No, it wasn't that. Oh, that's quite cool though. It was huge, this game. It came out and everyone was playing it for a short while. SB2008, no, this isn't the dev version. Charles, might be about time to set up brake to vacate so you don't need to deal with it during descent. Great idea. Top of descent is... I forgot it has feet holders. 1809, yes, so... Remind me then, Charles, if you want to talk me through brake to vacate again, that would be great. We need to work out where's the place to vacate here in Miami. A380 approved taxi routes. There is runway 9 it can land on. So we want to vacate... Oh, do I have to go off at the end? Or uniform is a yellow. Yellow is maybe, isn't it? Contingency use taxiway. I better go off at the end, hadn't I? Quebec. Sam Indiana Jones and the Airbus of Doom. Love it. Fall Guys, that was in Corner Page. Yeah, Fall Guys. We played a bit of that in October. I actually quite enjoyed that. But we've got the VR headset, and I was playing this game. I've got this clay pigeon shooting one, which I'm enjoying. But you have to make drinks. I had it on demo. It was so fun. You can like throw the drinks at the the punters if you're not happy. Alright, so we're going to vacate at the end, Quebec, but uniform is a contingency backup option. And look, I guess, is this the only stand available for the 380, stand 24? Seeing that it goes that way, isn't it? Alright, hopefully there's no one there, but we can log off anyway. Right, so Quebec. Someone was talking me through this in chat, weren't they? Thanks CJ, great Christmas, and Happy New Year to you as well. So go to plan, then zoom in and click the airport thingy. Oh, I remember this last time. And you got that's George Bush. How do I change it to Miami? Do I press this? Oh gosh. Do I know? Plan mode, zoom in, select the airport. Plan mode, zoom in, select the airport. Oh, is that where I weren't previously? Found it. Great, great that this is all modelled. Right, so do I... Ah, yes. So I need to go out for the end, don't I? Quebec or Quebec 10? Yeah, well I'm gonna... 3,900 metres, well I don't need any brakes or reversers. I'm gonna stop. I don't know how to select idle reverse either. If I use reverse, I'm gonna stop. That'd be great, but... I'll have to do that. So select the runway first. Thanks. A brake to vacate FMS runway disagree. I thought I changed that. Why not? Alright, I tell you what guys, we'll use the contingency because I want to try it. Shall we use the contingency? Miami wants us to use uniform. Okay, perfect. Thanks Miami. So uniform here. Aha. Exit uniform, 2,100 metres. And is that it now? What's next? You there? Then the exit just set auto to the auto brake setting. Is that done? Amazing, isn't it? 142 minute turnaround. Oh yeah, it's got a lot of energy to release from the brakes, isn't it? Oh, the A380 uses uniform regularly. Amazing. Passenger Escobar, that is facts. There we are. Brake to vacate complete. What a fantastic tool. Right, where's my descent point now on here? Where's my arrow? It's an 1808. Isn't there an arrow meant to be here for top of descent on the 3? Oh, there it is. Just on the west coast of Florida. Miami Tower is online currently, so you'll see how much freedom you get. Perfect. Devil Riser, there's a good VR shooting game on the Oculus and it helped me with my real shooting. Went from 70 to 85 just by practicing repetition, hold points and kill points. Amazing. So Devil Riser, I went shooting today and we went to our local club and then I did a CPSA shoot. And I've had some lessons from a really good professional shooter. He's won some championships in Europe and he's retired now, and it was really good because during my shooting I got to the point where I could hit 70% of the targets on these comps, not much more, and I just spent an hour with him, and one of the things he taught me about shooting was if I was looking at a target, I had my hold point. Let's say I had a left to right teal or something moving from left to right. I had my hold point, and sometimes I'd move my gun left then right or towards the target. He said just hold the point and then only move in the direction the clay's moving. And I started doing that. I started hitting so many more. So I went shooting today with my friend who's a far better shot than I am, and we got the same score for the first time in months, so I was really happy. Then we went to another local club for the comp, CPSA comp, and I shot really badly. So, but he didn't shoot as well as he usually does. So yeah, I was a bit deflated after that, but after that lesson it's great. Going on to what you were saying, I've just purchased a there's a game on the Oculus, not the Oculus, the whatever the one I've got. It's my fiance's actually, her VR headset, but the clay pigeon shooting for the Meta 3, that's it. And I've purchased, you can buy a printout of the gun, 3D printed gun, where you put the headsets into, and apparently it's really good. And some pro shots have used it and they said it's really quite realistic. It's good to practice your sort of aim points, your lead, whatnot. Sorry, I've gone off on a tangent here. I've talked about shooting, which probably none of you are interested in. But Devil Riser, great to have your input there. Thanks, Captain, for always assuring how safe air travelling is. Media always rushes with suspicious and conclusion. Hearing facts about real pros is so much more valuable. Well, there you go. Yeah, general media, you know, they don't speculate so much, but they really, most people don't know what they're talking about. I understand aviation is complex and there's a lot of input, but you need to listen to people who know what they're talking about. So the Blerico channel is fantastic. This guy is really knowledgeable and he sort of states it as it is, doesn't speculate, gives points in. So I highly recommend his YouTube channel. But yeah, the general media and then the comments associated with or how the general public reads into this. I mean, they just see 737, oh, Boeing again. Oh, this is literally, if it was an Airbus, it would have been the same, you know, and vice versa. I could never pronounce it, Charles. Blanclerio. Sash, if you were to fly a wide body as a job, would you choose 380? I think, because I guess the and I know it's an Airbus, but from actual, I see beyond what the aircraft is. But look at the size of this cockpit, and I guess the crew rest areas are quite nice in this. Not that I have the cabins. Are the crew rest areas modelled? Just turn the cabin on. Sounds really good how it goes out the cabin. I guess it's not fully modelled. Is this a 380 cabin? The Emirates cabin? I think we've got all first class and premium economy, and then business is up here. I don't think the crew rest area or the toilets are modelled. Refund. It's a nice cabin actually, and I think it's quite FPS friendly. Everyone be on something right now. Yeah, I know. 380. I think I'd love to have a go on one of these. Oh, I think there's a few bit of jigging with the paintwork, but it's all good. What do you get in Alpaca Airways business anyway? You get some bottles of water, you get a little tablet. No live flatbeds there. I think it's quicker for me to move from there. There we are. No problem, Jamlin. I don't think it's an issue. This looks great for Alpaca Airways. Very nice. But yeah, I can't unfortunately crew rest area model. I guess the crew rest area is very nice. Just turn off the cabin. Boop. There we go. Great. Hey, Shakovic, how are you enjoying this, Adam? Very much so, very nice. Will says, Jamlin, props to you for using Blender for the livery. Oh yes, Jamlin did sort of show us a video of how this process works, but it's way beyond my knowledge. I wouldn't know where to start painting a livery. Jay Whiteside, us Alpaca passengers are just happy to have seats. Brilliant. Have you had any overnights? I've been out of base for a few blocks here and there, but there's no planned overnights from duties of my operator. I'm else do I need to do to descent plan this? Should we start doing it? So we've got. I'll go through this fly live thing. So cruise, descent planning, right? Prerequisites set. Weather and landing information obtained. Let's do that. So also there's ATC here, so let's have a look here. So Miami networks. This is great. I love how it shows all gates at free. It's really good. Oh, there's no controllers, so okay, we'll get the weather here. Variable 4 knots, 10 statute miles. ATIS, if we can get the D-ATIS online. Oh no, there's virtual ATIS here. So, ATIS information Oscar. Expect runways 8 left, 8 right, or 9, which is mandatory for the 380. Birds. Looks good to me. Same as the real ATIS. Information Oscar. So weather's not a factor today. Lovely. Coming up to Gawks, which is the beginning of the arrival. Routing Gawks, bags. Just step through all this, make sure we're happy. Gawks, bags, plows. Start descending. 340 above. What's the restrictions here? Matinee, no restriction. Cleat. We've got to be at or above 21 to 28, 280 knots. Checks 224, Barben 15,000 above, Jamas 11,000 above, speed limit to Frogs, Inol, Vega sofas. Oops, where have we gone here? It differs now. Cleat, where's this point? Cleat, Barben, Jamas. And then to Frogs. What's going on here? Have I... Where's Frogs? Isn't that back? Have I gone backwards? Jamas to Frogs. Oh no, it's there. Sorry. Frogs. Then to Enol. But I've gone direct to Art. Okay, that's great. So that's coded correctly. And Art. 11,000 to 9,000 checks. Aspen, PPJ, Shah, Acre, and then we're straight in via leg onto the ILS. 4,000 feet at that point, that's coded, and then we're on to grid for the ILS. That's the wrong ILS, so let's deselect that. I'm right in thinking it's an Airbus, I don't need to set anything, do I? Leg, grit, Inez, leg, grit, perfect, it's all coded correctly. Frequencies then, automatic, course is automatic, minimums, that's going to be under here somewhere, isn't it? Is it under Perth? Perfect. Right, let's get all this information in. Oops. Variable 4 knots. Well, let's go worst case, that'll be 2704. Four knot tailwind, that's fine. Temperature 27 degrees. It's warm, isn't it? QNH. Oh, 299 at 8. What's that? Does it decode this somehow? I think it's under info. What's 299? It's about 1014. 1015. Let's do that. Minimums 208. Full flaps. Activate below 10,000 feet. Oh, you can put 29908. Thank you. Landing weight 356.6 tons. I can't remember what the maximum landing weight is on this one. It's so heavy. No, I want the flight plan. Hold on, guys. Max landing weight is 395. Alright, good. So we're way below max landing weight. What else do I need to do? That's it, isn't it? Checks are complete. I've done BTV, the performance is all complete. There's literally nothing to do. we've checked all the waypoints. We know we're going to vacate. If I go around, climb to 800 feet, right turn 3000 to Virginia Key, hold at 3000. I just put it in. I literally just put the thrust levers to toga, don't I? And raise the gear and run flaps. That's it. The checklist will tell you. Jails, you love me using this checklist. Okay. There it is, checklist. Oh, how do I use it's a bit? Is there any click spots for it? Approach. Barrier reference of set. Belts I'll turn on. Minimum set. Order brake. Brake to vacate. Checklist complete. Done. Ladies and gentlemen, Miami on the nose. Imagine Will Smith's Miami. Welcome to Miami music in your head. I'll give you an idea of what I'm thinking. We'll burn about 25 tons of fuel by the time we finish this flight as well. Imperial measurement system for the win. America, freedom! Wait, where's my eagle soundboard? I can't find it. I've got an eagle, yeah. JL says yes on the dev version. Uh-oh. Prep tower for... Oh, is it only tower online? 1183. Is there any approach? Any center controller? But I will put tower for now. Just in case it's only tower.
Yes, hello.
Okay, it's on standby. Oh, the replay tool I need to set up. So climb, you can see land, excellent. Yes, walk in 1993, infamous during the Oscars, was it 3 or 4 years ago? Omar, just complete ground school before Christmas, excellent. Good luck with the rest of your training. Charles says, in the RMP you can skip the 1 and any trailing 0. Good to know. So I could just put 258 for 125.8. Where's that descent point? Not long to go, 40 miles. New Sky works well with this as well. Again, I'll use the command here. So we are flying with Alpaca Airways. If you are simming in X-Plane, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, you can come and join Alpaca Airways completely for free on New Sky. Gain some virtual money, gain some virtual points. I think, how many pilots are we up to now on New Sky? Let's have a look here. My airlines, Alpaca Airways, 525 virtual pilots.
Welcome.
That's great. Welcome aboard, Green Guy. Thanks for subscribing. Remember to close this flight last time. Last stream we did. I forgot to close the flight on New Sky. Where are we here then? Let me check my navigaph. Great thing about this sim, you can always explore where you are if you're not sure. So that is oh yes, Venice Municipal, South Venice, and then Fort Myers. And then, what's this, all swampland and alligators, this bit? I do not know. Beautiful. Last stream of 2024. Done a lot of streams this year. I've had some periods where I had some very quiet periods when I was on the LTC live training captain and Tier E training. There was a couple of months where I only streamed once, but generally, we've had a good year, haven't we? Lots of fun. Release of the next instalment of Microsoft Flight Simulator, which was a bit of a flop, but looking forward to seeing how that sim develops in 2025. Lots to look forward to. He builds A380. There you are, look at that. Exactly 16 tons of fuel used. 16 tons. I mean, that's what we'd use. Well, no, we'd use 12 tons going to the Canaries on a 4.5 hour flight. We've only been airborne for an hour 22 minutes. There's a lot of this is modelled really well. How did FlyByWire, does FlyByWire have any A380 pilots then on the team to provide all this info? Because it's really good. All these detailed systems are modelled quite well. And he's still got over 20 tons left, I know. What have we got here? Fuel on board 20.3. I mean, I didn't take any extra today. I mean, yeah, we know that the fuel burn on this version, the non-dev version, is too low, so we're saving a lot more fuel than you would in real life doing this sector. Our alternate is Orlando, whether this aircraft could fly there. But yeah, we need 13 tons to divert. 13 tons. That's our block fuel to get from the UK to the Canaries. That's the reserves. Chad's got about 5 to 10 active 380 pilots who can help us out. Very cool. So FlyByWire, FlyByLive. Yeah, sorry, Charles. It's because I have an overlay called FlyByLive, FlyLive. There. Oh, guys, top of descent. Oh no, we're gonna get high. Top of descent, ladies and gentlemen. Last descent of the year. Let me have a quick look at the star. Oh no, I've got to push it in, haven't I? Push. Go, Airbus. Let's have a look at the star. What's our first restriction? Oh no, I'm in the US. I could just set a lower altitude, can't I, and just go down. So I know actually beginning of the star here. Or is it? Oh, it's not to scale, is it? First restriction then is 340 at plows. We're about to matinee. Where's that? Yeah, 'cause it's not to scale at all. There's no restrictions. We'll just put 280. Got the constraints here. 280 at cleats, perfect. I know 2 tons, I know I could set the lowest altitude, but I wish to respect my SOPs. Longcon, imagine the super duper auto everything Airbus needs you to boop the knob to make it descend. I know, even the 737 descends automatically. External sounds are really good. God, look at the way US cities are sort of built. So square. Where are we? What is this place? This is Fort Myers. And in sort of Fort Myers, all these waterways then. It's just, it reminds me of Milton Keynes. It does look much better in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 though, in 2024. Squareville. That's how my cities look like on City Skyline. Was Fort Myers badly hit with Hurricane Katrina, or was it just more sort of New Orleans area? This all looks at sea level. Matthew, the squareness of US cities, especially out west, is due to how the land was settled and which was literally sold off in square plots. No way. It's just, you know, what I see out the window at work in Europe is so different to what you see sort of in the US. That is Fort Myers down there, is it? Oh no, that's Fort Myers Airport. Oh no, it's not. That's Fort Myers, Southwest Florida. Is that where we flew into and out of? Very cool. Alright, I'll set 210 now. Next lowest level on the chart. Descending very nicely. Most recent Fort Myers hurricane was Helene. Estimate climb flight to December, flew to Taipei the other day in the MAX 8. Very nice approach, beautiful country, very cool. 2 tons, we maximise sellable plots over here rather than aesthetics. Hurricane Milton did a bit of damage. Yes, we flew in Hurricane Milton, didn't we, in a stream? Where did we go? We flew the MAX and the 330. And I think that was from Fort Myers. Sounds really good. Right, we'll get the flight recorder up and running in the background. I won't start it. Just remind me on base leg or final to start the flight recorder. I don't think I've done it in this aircraft yet. And I've not tested it, so I don't know how I need to run it or if I have to quick start the engine somehow. I keep forgetting I have all the charts on here, can't I? Oh, cool. That's great. Fantastic. All this is for free. Minus an Navigraph subscription. Charles, you probably don't want to turn off the engine, so what's your advice? Now, overhead cleat. Next is Barben. Barben, 15,000 feet. So we'll set 15,000. Speed. The thrust lever doesn't move. So it's just there to make thrust idle. Okay. Down we go. Great add-on, really like it. And it's got a few little issues here and there on release, but overall very nice. Right, how do I land the 380? Is it like all the other Airbuses? Check, close, retard. When do I close the thrust levers? I learned something new about Airbus recently. So when you say retard, it isn't when you close the thrust levers, it's before. Our Air Force Proud 95 did a couple of videos in the hurricane and nearly got down drifted into the Gulf. Yes, I've heard of this guy. It was sort of very amusing videos. CJ got to button the landing. Come on, I'll try. Down
40,
we go.
30.
Thank you very much,
10.
Disabled Staff, for your £3.51 donation coming in directly. Thank you.
Happy New Year, Captain.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for keeping us all flying in 2024.
You're most
Keep
welcome.
up the good work. Here's to a great 2025.
Great 2025? Question mark. Thanks, Disabled Staff. Thank you very much. You've been a member and subscriber on the channel for quite some time, and I really appreciate the support there. And let's see how things go next year. Thank you very much. And as far as you know, Brandon, the call out is a reminder. It's a reminder, not a command. I close the thrust levers at 10 feet normally. Thank you, Matthew. So I thought for a long time, and I was saying, no one commented, that it is when you move the thrust levers out of the climb detent to the off idle or whatever. But no, it's a reminder. So around 10 feet. Okay, I'll see how I get on today. Stuart, A380 for the next cross the pond? I don't think so, because every man, woman and child will be in the 380. But in the 380 probably at a different time. I can't. How did my landing go on my first 380? I honestly can't remember. My first adventure in the 380. I don't think it was that bad, was it? We survived. It's a bit not much going on around here, is there? Just swampland. But America's just so large. Oh, I think I can step down further on my start. Down to 11,000 feet at James. We're a little bit high on path. Oh, I need to set the local QNH. B. There we are. Sit there, thank you very much for the tenner, buddy. Most kind, thank you very much. You're most welcome.
Hope you have a good new year and thanks for all the streams in 2024.
Simbear, thank you very much. You've been very generous the past few weeks, and also a new member of the channel. Thank you very much indeed. Happy New Year to you, and I'll see you the other side. Right, but everyone here has a great 2024, 2025. My new year will be a quiet one. I'll be in bed by 10. Standby starting 4 AM on New Year's Day. To the inevitable phone call to operate some gnarly 4-sector day live training. We'll have to see. This is the these are the Everglades. Yes, alligators galore. That's where you all drive around on those flat boats with a big fan on the back, isn't it? That's the preferred mode of transport. God, how many alligators live in the Everglades? I wonder. I wouldn't want to be down there on my own. I mean, look at this road. Look at that. I mean, look, there's like little tracks to random places. I just love flight simulators and how you can just fly over these places and just wonder what it would be like. More than one, I suppose. At least two. Brilliant. Two-Ton says, Google says 1.25 million gators in Florida. Crikey. .280 at Jamas, 11,000. And then we're getting into frogs. I should have a flight plan here. I haven't had to do anything so far except descend. I could set 9,000 for the next restriction at armpit or whatever it was called. Oh, arid, not hard. I wanted to say armpit. Later, Gator. Oh, I've got a ding dong. Contact. Oh my god, I've got so many. Auto. This dude. Houston. Miami. 11945. So I'm going to switch that over now.
Numbers 2 and 3, you're cleared to cross runway 12 at 0.
Someone said I could do that. Ah, yes. Worked. Turn the music off for a second. Miami, hello, it's Alpaca 380 X-ray descending 9,000. We're on the frogs for arrival.
Alpaca 380 X-ray Super Miami approach, radar contact, expect the ILS runway 9 approach.
ILS runway 9 now, Alpaca 380 X-ray. There's the decel for 250.
Alpaca 380 X-ray, you got information, Charlie?
Negative Alpaca 380 X-ray, but we've got the weather, thank you.
Roger, just advising you of information, Charlie.
What did he say? Something about Charlie. There's a really funny meme about pilots getting the aces.
54 past the mate on the Tiki tree.
Right, it's decelling to 250.
For Miami approach, you can expect actually add bunker through the ILS 10 right?
So we're on this one now.
Can I make it the left side?
Sure. Sterling 954.
10,000, 8,000 as we said. Oh no, next step down to PBJ. Right. Post cruise checks, lights on. That can come on. Set, belts, checks. Do I put the approach rays on now? Checks complete. I will, thank you. Copy the information, Charlie. Alpaca 3 X-ray.
Alpaca 3 X-ray, super thanks.
Jim did. Jim's just showed me on a note what it was. Perfect. Oh no, I keep looking at the wrong one. It's a PBJ 8000. It's the next restriction. How many miles to touchdown? How do I see that? I feel like I'm very fit. 30, 60, 90. I think we're at a good height here. Oh, localise the scales.
Approach, fellow Felix 5
Right, they're on.
Alpha Heavy, Festival 1404.
Now I can step down further.
5,000 inbound Jam.
4,000 feet.
FedEx 5, Hotel Alpha Heavy, Miami approach, radar contact, expect the
I've said 4,000. Why is it magenta 8,000? Oh, constraint. Oh, constraint. I think it's because of the next altitude. Oh, it's very good, isn't it? PBJ not below 8,000. Clever.
FedEx 5 Hotel Alpha, are you going to the FedEx parking?
Oh, now it's gone to approach mode, so it's slowing down. So, and now it's continuing descent. Oh, very clever.
So you said you do want to go to the FedEx cargo apron?
So I'll let it keep slowing down because
FedEx 5
it's...
Hotel Alpha, yeah,
Okay, what's the upspeed? 200 knots? Size of this wing, look at the upspeed, it's so slow, 200 knots, even though we weigh 300 tons. I'm getting high. I'm not getting any DME information yet.
I got the aircraft at 1.
Level change, pull.
Miami approach, are you with me?
OP descent, and I want to descent at level change at 230. Yeah!
Delta 4,
Yes!
are you with me?
I'm doing what I want the plane to do.
Air France 2, you called?
What's the flat 1 speed?
Air France Concorde 2 with you.
Air France Concorde,
Air France Concorde 2,
excellent.
departure radar contact out of 5,100, climbing.
Where's the flap speeds, like the flap limiting speeds for all the flat areas? Flat 1 is 263, wow!
Accelerate faster than 250 knots, Air France Concorde 2.
Air France Concorde 2, that's approved as requested.
Accelerate past 250, Air France.
Right, where's my DME? I want my
American
DME.
122 Miami departure radar contact, line
Distance to
maintain
touchdown.
7,000.
Flight plan?
I maintain 7,000.
It's gone to approach mode, hasn't it? It's commanding. 25, 50, 75. I'm good. My vertical profile's good. I'm happy.
LM5 just confirmed.
Did you pull the speed? I did. I pulled this up. Level change.
8 right, is that correct?
And 250
Air
knots.
Canada
That's great.
1155 heavy Miami approach radar contact, expect the ILS runway 9er.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you. I'll expect runway 9er. Air Canada LM5, thank you.
I think
Delta 420 approved,
vertically we're good. 20, 40, 60, and I'm in position to take flap 1 as soon as I get sort of some glide slope localized information. 20, 40, 60. Yeah, vertically good, but it's the speed I want to bleed
Alpaca
off.
38 X-ray super at leg cleared ILS runway 9er approach.
After legs cleared ILS 9 approach, Alpaca 38 X-ray.
FedEx 5 Hotel Alpha Heavy, proceed direct bike up to set and maintain 3,000.
So I'm at this sort of stage where I'm descending with idle thrust at 230 knots, which is great. So
KLM 1199
I just
heavy
want
Miami
the
approach.
ILS info. Where I'm within 20 miles, I should have localizer glide slope info. 19 miles and I've got nothing on the ILS. I've got it all set up correctly, haven't I? The cloud shaders are very nice. I can even see the airport. I should have ILS and localizer information now. Have I missed something? 1109 eyeball. Localizer alive. Lock. Where's my glide slope?
Air France.
Localizer capture.
Miami Center is closed. Frequency change approved.
I'm going to go flap 1 here.
Over to Unicom, Air France Concorde 2.
Seatbelts on. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Just
Should
took my
be.
charts and retuning for
So
runway 09.
it should be
Air
coming up
Canada
any
5.
second now.
Roger, just
No,
advising of information, Charlie.
Where's my localizer?
Okay, thank you.
Sterling
70 to
954,
3,000 vertical
left, clear to land,
speeds.
wind 120 at 10.
Runway 10 left, rear wing sign
And I'm going to bring it to the flat 1
Alpaca
speed.
38
I've
X-ray super, maintain 170 knots or greater until NS, runway 9er, actually 170 knots or greater up till NS and contact the tower on 118.3.
118.3 and 1 knots or greater till it is Alpaca 3 X-ray. Bye. There's my glide slope.
Yeah.
That glide slope was way too late. The glide slope on a real airport, guys, doesn't appear at 16 miles. So is that a Microsoft Flight Simism? The glide slope appeared at 16, 17 miles. It should be there like 30, 40. Can you use it? No, but it should work. Flight recorder, thanks guys. Right, I'll try to do some sort of CDA. I can push this in now. Oh, I'm just Airbusing like a pro. Flight recorder coming on, guys. Thanks. He wants 170 though. I'll leave it there. I'll keep the speed up. Great. And oh, what's the tower frequency? Oh, I know what's going to happen. It's the US. So basically, the DME will not read 0. I've not looked at the chart. What does the DME read at the threshold here? 2.1 USA. I hate US airports. Arm approach, glide slope alive, thanks. I'm going to have to go another natural flops now, 170, because they're only 10 miles from touchdown.
25 heavy, runway 8 right, taxi November 9, Mike.
Speed brake. I'm going to have to, glide slope capture, missed approach 3,000 feet, so I'm going to have to drop the gear soon. 10 miles. Miami Tower, Alpaca 3 X-ray super, establish ILS 9 at 10 miles.
Alpaca 3 X-ray, 338 X-ray super, Miami Tower, wind 110 at 5, runway 9 are clear to land.
Runway 9 clear to land, Alpaca 3 X-ray. I need to slow down to get to flat 3. For flat 3 I need 196 knots. Alright, good. Push autopilot 2? Now I'm going to be manually flying it. It's all good. How impressed are you with my approach? Flap 3. It's been a spectacular demonstration of how to operate the 380.
2,500.
Let me jump to a line standard. Landing flap. Ah, it's a great aircraft.
Good night, happy New Year.
Very nice. The local DME reads 0 at the localizer antenna in the US. Why? Everywhere in Europe it's 0 at the thresholds. It makes sense. This should be your miles to touchdown. It's not 8.8, it's about 6. Right, cleared to land. It checks. It's on ECAM, no blue. There's nothing left.
213 heavy, contact departure 119.4.
I've done everything. It's a spectacular performance. Infinite 224, just finished the theory part of my 320 from only watching my content, no doubt. I don't even have stick cam on, guys. Right. Oh, brake to vacate's all set up, so we'll do him a favour. Vacate at Uniform, I believe it was. Scenery's all loading in. Very nice. Hang in there, PC. Beautiful. I think the terminal's still struggling to load in. We've got the usual triangular shapes, but it's all good. Right. When do I disconnect? Have you actually run the checklist, or will it tell you off? No, Martella, I've run the checklist. You just missed it. I was doing everything there. Check right past. Right, well, I'm disconnecting, guys. I'm ready. Autopilot disconnected. Yeah, it's all mine. Right, I'm going to start wiggling my stick a bit. Just check for... Oh, yeah. Okay, there's roll. There's pitch. Okay. Oh, yes. Look at this. Weather's perfect.
1,000.
Chase. Follow those flight directives. Follow the glide slope. If I get 3 whites in the 380, I guess it doesn't matter. Don't trim. It doesn't need trimming. It does not need trimming. Right, a little bit left of centre line. I've been cleared to land.
Tower, hello, FedEx 5 Hotel Alpha.
Good.
10 miles
A little bit left of centre line. Keep descending. Oh, don't descend that much.
FedEx 5 Hotel Alpha, heavy, Miami Tower.
I'm trying to keep it smooth, making lots of little Airbus inputs.
8 left, clear to land, FedEx 5
400.
Check. Scenery looks spectacular. Land, it says on my... Oh, I'm turning right, but not turning right.
100 above.
I missed the 7-3.
Minimum.
Continue. Oh, I've got full left. I'm turning left. Nothing was happening. Oh, what is going on? There's like massive delay in the controls.
50. 40.
I'm off centerline loads.
30. 20. Retard. 5.
I'm down. I think that was alright. I'm well off the centerline though.
Wind 110 at 5. RNF seatbelt runway 8 right.
Right, go brake to vacate. Do your thing. Do your thing. That was well off the centerline.
Yep, 110 at 5.
So
RNF
next
seatbelt
left is
runway 8 right,
uniform.
take 'em.
Very nice. Manual braking. Very
Auto
good.
brake off.
Oh, thanks, Airbus. We'll vacate uniform. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Miami.
KLM 1199 Miami Tower, continue approach.
Wait, has the scenery installed correctly? I don't think the scenery is installed correctly. Oh, this is default, isn't it?
FedEx 5.
Oh no!
I've
I've purchased the
the
Latin VFR Miami scenery, and it looks like it's not installed.
Alpaca
Alpaca 380 X-ray vacated uniform.
Alpaca 380 X-ray Super. Welcome to Miami. Safe parking.
I think the stand I need. Standby.
Juliet, something to work back over.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, stand 2-4 off Concourse Juliet, please.
Alpaca 38 X-ray uniform Sierra Quebec cross runway 12 at Sierra.
Uniform Sierra Quebec cross runway 12 at Sierra Alpaca 3 X-ray. Thank you. So second right is Sierra. This is one of the things, guys. When you're a pro streamer, make sure you check your sceneries installed correctly. I purchased this scenery before, and it's quite nice, the Miami Latin VFR, and it's not installed. It's complete default. It is right on Sierra. Damn it. Never mind. To be fair, for default scenery, it's got the correct stand numbers. Well, sorry, the taxiway markings look okay. You know what? I might stick with sticking with default scenery more in the sim. Right, flaps coming up. You can hear them up from here. Very nice. I'm very pleased with my first ever 380 Alpaca Airways flight on VATSIM. It went very well. I didn't annoy any controllers. Everyone's happy. Oh, I don't even know. Now the taxiway's got a bit messy here. I'm just following this, look, where the A380 stand is in the sim. You want gate Juliet 17 Alpha. Oh yeah, look, you're right, there's one there. There's an A380 marking there, but I'm following this one. I think there's another A380 parking spot here. So that's the one I'm following. Benedict, had no clue you were flying on VATSIM. Happy New Year from Air France Concorde. Benedict, we heard you take off in Air France 2, sir. Safe flight over the Atlantic to, no doubt, de Gaulle. But yes, we, generally speaking, I'm on VATSIM most flights. Very occasion, if it's a first time flying an unfamiliar aircraft, I'll fly offline so I don't embarrass myself. Nice add-on. Well, nice add-on. It's a spectacular add-on, and for free. Highly rate this. Right, I need to do some Airbusing, don't I? Hold on. So I need to turn off my landing lights, start my PU, turn off my strobes, we'll put them to auto, start that. Oh, I think I'm going this way, yeah. I'm trying to get to where this A380 stand is. Some Alpaca Airways are out. I don't... is this suitable for my aircraft? No, I think... I meant to have crossed the other line. It'll be fine. I've got crash off. I'll just stay slightly off this line. And it's stand 24. I wonder if there's a GSX available. It'll probably say none available. No suitable parking spots found, of course. Oh, the weather's just changed. Yeah, we'll just ignore the fact I'm on the incorrect taxi line here. Yeah, and we'll park on stand 24. Alpaca teddy bear. I know, it's cute. Right, and what else do I need to do? I think the next Adventure 380 needs to be on a busy VATSIM event, doesn't it? I'm trying to... It's got to be this stand on the end of the terminal, hasn't it? I think this is the one that can accommodate a 380, yeah. Oh, whoops, I can't believe I didn't check that series. I definitely downloaded it from Sim Market. Wow, never mind. Why does this sound like I'm playing Gran Turismo 3? Who remembers Gran Turismo 3 and the menu music? Perfect. Well, I think this is as close as I can get looking at Navigraph there, look guys, to where there's a 380 stand. Perfect. Very nice add-on. I'll go a little bit further forward so I'm not blocking any taxiways. That'll do. Cool! We've made it. Parking brake coming on. APU's already available, I think. APU's on. APU bus is already selected on, so I'll just shut the engines down. Flaps are up. Amazing. It recognises I'm here, so let's deboard. American Airlines, let's go with you. Oh, so connecting a bridge as well. So this is just default stuff. That's great, actually. This sort of works. Right, I don't know what the transit shutdown flow is. It'll be something like beacon off once the N2s drop below a certain percentage. That can come off. Complete my flight. Let's check New Sky first before I forget anything. I think it's got to be a perfect 10, isn't it? All the stairs attached. It's cool. There's a night. He's a long way from home. Oh, I forgot to open the cargo doors. I always forget that. Superb. It's very glossy and shiny, this aircraft. Straight from the paint shop. Right, let's open the doors. Beautiful. And see how we did on New Sky. What? Oh! I didn't get full. Oh, I got 9.41. I was off centre line, to be fair, by quite a bit. $26,000 made, not bad for such a short sector. Tickets $86,000, but aircraft running costs. There we are. So I was off centre line. I was off centre line by quite a bit. I'll give New Sky that. I was off. Great touchdown. What was the touchdown rate? 200 feet per minute. That's all right. Bit firm, but fuel used is much lower than expected. That's we saw. There you go. Perfect. So not the best month for me, I don't think. I've had a few non-10s. I had a 9.9, and that was... what flight was that? Oh, it was the 757, wasn't it? And then I forgot to save the Innsbruck one. Close it, and then 8.4 was the beginning of the month from Mexico. It was like Concorde is impossible to land at 9.4. Not the best, but not the worst month. Amazing. Who else here is in chat? What an add-on. Yeah, guys, don't forget this is completely free to download. I don't think it's compatible yet for 2024, but check out the what's it called? FlyByWire. Why don't I want to say FlyByLive again? FlyByWire A380 and their A320, which is also very good. Completely free. Go give them the support they deserve. Check out their Discord for more questions as well. Will GT3 and GT4 Gran Turismo had the best background music? They sure did, I remember. Turin 23, great question. Are you able to do two-engine taxi on the 380? I guess if you're below a certain gross weight, maybe. Rob Cheetah said Alpaca have their own lounge. They do, here in Miami, yes. Charles, it is using the dev version of 2024, Roger. So this was, yeah, I need to try that one next time, don't I? Oh, it does work in 2024, interesting. I didn't know that. need to try that in that sim, but I'm waiting for that sim to work properly, and then we'll try that. Guys, that's it today. I'll log off of that sim. Thanks for all the ATC controlling that we received, and a few of you joined me on this sector as well. It was great to have you all fly along, so thank you very much for joining in as usual. And yeah, I mean, I'll say goodbye when we finish the replays formally, but we'll just log off of that sim and get rid of Fly Live here in the background as well. Turn the overlay off. I've never tried a replay in this aircraft, so I really don't know how this is going to work. I don't think I did one last stream, did I? I think I just ended it on stand, so I'm just going to reboot GSX. We've done the full shutdown flow, so let's just turn all that off. I really don't know how this is going to work. Let's close the doors at least. I just, yeah, I don't know if I have to, will the engines should be on? Yeah, I don't know if I should do a quick start on the engines, but I don't think you can. Are there any panel states here? There are. Ready for takeoff. Yes, confirm. Current procedure, engine fire test on, engine fire test off. Can you just do it quickly? It's quite good. Is it doing its thing in the background? Oh, I think I have to wait patiently for all the engines to start. Is there any... yeah, fast loading? That didn't make it go any faster. But the engines are spooling up. I think if I start the replays, I'm hoping it will work. Oh, I didn't... yes, I've realised that now. Maybe now I've selected that, press something else. Is that ready? Oh yes, I'm in business. Landing flap. Yeah, here we go. Pro streamer alert. Right, cue the funky replay music. Let's see how this landing looked from the outside. Probably terrible. Record, replay. Let's go. I think I've got to match all the engines up myself, yeah, manually. Not a problem. Let's see how it looked like from outside.
2,500.
See how 2020 loads in stuff much quicker than 2024 can? It's not so much faster.
400.
Let's have a look then how it looked from the back. Yeah, I was well off center. I was trying to make corrections. I made a large aileron inputs at about, I don't know, here, and it just didn't turn. It was like no, it was going right, and I was trying to make it to go left, but struggling. Parking brake off, thanks. How bad was it? Oh, to be fair, the landing was pretty good. I was well off centre line though. No excuses in these conditions. Oh yeah, I better hold the reverser command down. Love the wing wiggle. Very nice. Oh, the doors are open. Never mind. Look at the engines shaking. Superb that that's modelled. Really nice. They really do move around a lot as well. How do I retract the speed brake? There we go. It is a gigantic machine, isn't it? So I'm having to match the engine sounds. Very good. What a beast. So well modelled as well. For a freeware airplane, amazing. Javelin, door left open, SOP flight sim, brilliant. Perfect, that brake to vacate function is superb. I love how it shouted at me as well after. Right, we're going to have the engine wiggle in that view for the replay, there we go. So what I'll do, I'll pop myself back on the approach. There we are, so you can enjoy that with the engines wiggling. Let me just retract everything. Superb. There we are, guys. That's it for today. 2024 wrapped up in my last live stream of the year. I can't remember how many live streams I've done this year, but many indeed, and it's been enjoyable. I enjoy doing this so much, and planning everything, and interacting with the members and subscribers. And next year, big time for the channel, because I'm very confident we'll surpass 100,000 subscribers, which in YouTube terms, you get that YouTube silver play button, which I will put on my wall, and looking forward to post as well. But it's been a great journey. 8 years in January. The 10th of January marks the anniversary of the channel, and in 8 years 100,000 people have clicked the subscribe button. It's incredible to think that many people have been interested in the content, clicked it and goes, I'd like to see what this guy's up to. So amazing. Thank you all this year for your incredible support, be it via a donation or joining as a member. It's all very much appreciated. Don't ever feel the need. You can always just interact as a subscriber. I'm happy to react to as many people as I possibly can during a live stream, but I do really appreciate those of you who very much send kind gestures from time to time. To all the members, as ever, thank you for your continued support. I hope you're enjoying your times as members. Always open to suggestions to what you'd like as well. I will get round to planning the 61st members group flight in the coming days as well. We'll get that sorted in January as well. But yeah, thank you very much for all your support. I hope you all have a great and happy new year, no matter what you're doing. If you're out and about, be careful, stay safe out there, and thank you very much indeed for a great year. I'll see you all in 2025. Members, I'll be around, of course, in the coming day or two. Take care, guys. All the best. See you in 2025. Bye-bye.